How's everybody doing? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. Share it with all your friends, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. Welcome to the Ledger Lounge. I am Oz the Crypto Goat, and we should have our lovely co-host Jessie here in just a moment. Let's invite her up. Don't see Jessie. I see you there. Are you live? Because I'm trying to send you a request. Francesca, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. We're going to get started in just a second here. In the meantime, make sure you're smashing the like button. Don't just tap it. Yeah, come co-host. Blockchain Bullhorn, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Man, I'll tell you what, Blockchain Bullhorn, Calvin, you have an incredible moderator. She's coming on the show, actually. Good to see you, Calvin. Let's see here. There we go. Hi, Jessie. Look at you. You look stunning as always. Welcome, welcome.
Well, I haven't had a great couple days, but I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun in the Discord.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you just fine. If you haven't joined the Discord, you guys got to get over there. We are having so much fun in the Discord. And today after the show, I'll be hanging out in the Discord for a little bit. So come hang out with me. We'll chat. Let's talk flat Earth. Let's talk about flat Earth. We're going to talk a little bit about flat Earth today, actually. I got some stuff pulled up. Jessie, I didn't have time to send you the articles today, so don't worry about it. I'll read them off. Hi.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Do you just hear the music? Is that the problem?
Is it me or is he glitching out? Is it me?
I hear you just fine. We love TikTok Shop.
You're glitching really bad. Like, I don't know if it's just me or my service.
It could be your service. We got to get you on Starlink. If the Earth is flat,
Oh, of course, I would never.
is there two sides or is everything on one side? That is an excellent question.
Are you taking my idea?
No. That's what Nick said in the chat. I'm just reading chat, all right? Chat says the Earth is flat and it has two sides.
For a live.
Well, hey, I don't think the Earth is flat. You know what I think? I think it's hollow. I think it's hollow and the lizard people dwell within. Jessie, go ahead and take it away. I got to work on something here for a second.
No problem. Okay, so I don't have them, but he has them. So there's this, obviously this is for entertainment purposes only, but there's the theory.
This is not for entertainment.
I know.
This is real life.
This is for entertainment purposes only. We do have to say that. But there is this picture of all the other planets being round, yet the Earth is flat. And there are so many theories of why that could be it. And we were talking about the Arctic ice wall and why we aren't allowed in there. Hi, gamer. And so is it really round or is it flat? And is the ice wall the wall keeping it up, or is there something outside of the ice wall that we're not allowed to see or not allowed to know about. And I actually think that's a pretty cool theory. Yeah. And so I wanted to do it on my show, but I've had a lot going on. But it's a lot of fun to talk about, again, for entertainment purposes only, that people are very divided. But they're willing to accept all the other planets around, but not ours, which is so weird.
It's because we live in a fishbowl. The Earth is a snow globe. It's a snow globe, okay? And you shake it really hard, and the snow falls down, and all the people scream, "Earthquake!"
It says, "I'm treating the elves left Middle Earth in Lord Log the rings through an icy gateway."
What's up, Alexa? How you doing? Welcome. I'm telling you, the Earth is hollow and it's full of pudgy penguins. That's where all the pudgy penguins come from. Have you not seen them all over TikTok? They're everywhere now. Everybody's got one. If you don't have a pudgy penguin yet, you need to get on the pudgy train. The pudgy plane. Forget the train. Get on the pudgy plane. It's just a little bit wider. The pudgy plane is just a little bit wider.
I believe that. The Vatican, we were talking about this, how much the Vatican has, again, entertainment purposes only, because I know what happens and we love TikTok shop. But the Vatican holds so many things that we don't know about, whether it comes to the Bible and things being left out of it, all these things that were lost in time, they probably have. Oh yeah, miles of archives. And if anyone knows the truth, it's got to be the Vatican. And they're not willing to share anything that goes against their narrative.
The Vatican has the underground tunnels in there. And when the FBI raided the Vatican, they found a massive supply of gold and confiscated all of it. And so the Vatican is on top of the catacombs, right? And
yeah, they're the gatekeepers.
They say that the catacombs are whatever, so many miles long. Let me tell you something. The catacombs are much bigger than anything you've ever heard or has been discovered. They continue on further and further into the earth. And I just don't believe the narrative, like the age of when they were built or anything like that. I think that partially some of it is true. But how deep they go. Have you ever thought maybe Earth and life started in the center of the earth and we found our way out? Right? Instead of we're on the outside and now we're digging our way in. What's up? How you doing, guys? You changed your name to Oski. What's going on, Oski? I'll call you Oski instead of Oscar. How were the pyramids built? They were built the same way that snake charmers. So just like the Pied Piper when he plays the flute and all the mice follow him or whatever, same thing. They play the flute and all the rocks follow. And they grow little legs. Have you not seen what was it? The Pirates of the Caribbean, where the rocks move the ship? Read your Bible, people. This is how it happened.
Okay. First of all, there's different parts of history, but on this one there is a speculation that that we are ruled by people from the outside of the ice wall, which I completely believe. Please research this. There's only been a few people, for entertainment purposes only, a few people, very few, that have been on the other side of the ice wall. Some don't come back. I think there's a story of 2 coming back and others go missing. 13 bloodlines. And that's the thing. I think there's something out there that we're just not allowed to see. And I think that's the rest of the earth. Why people believe this part is flat is because we can't see all of it and they don't like us and we're stuck on this side. In my opinion.
I have heard, and I want to talk about your take on this. And I know you were going to save this for your show. So do you want me to save it, or do you want to talk about it?
Go for it. We're already in it. Go for it.
Now I forget.
Of course.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
No. I said I had a lot of theories.
It was like the Earth is round, but the portion that we're living on is so small compared to what the actual Earth is that it seems flat.
Okay, so I need you to listen. I just said that.
I
I literally just said that.
ah, don't yell at me, okay? I'm a person. I have feelings, okay?
No,
I have
you're
feelings.
Good. You're good. I want all the information
Alan,
from this
how you
side,
doing?
too. That's what I'm saying is that we're only seeing. That's why people think it's flat because we're going like this. But I think like when they go around things, it seems that way. It's going from here to here, not here to here, because there's a whole other part that we're not allowed to know about because they probably don't like us or whatever the case is.
Or this is the prison. We're all being punished for our transgressions. That's why you're being fed the moon cheese on XRP. You're being punished.
The encyclopedias were changed in 1958 for Antarctica, and that is around the same time every country had put a flag there and unanimously decided no one goes past the wall.
And why? What is the reason? Why can we not go there? I want a vacation with polar bears. I like penguins. Look, I have a penguin right here. I want to hang out with some penguins. Maybe a walrus or two, you know? Is walrus hunting a thing?
I think so.
Is it? That actually sounds really cool.
know.
Like, I wouldn't actually hunt the walrus, but I would want to go on like a walrus expedition. There's something about walruses that remind me of my body type that I just need to be with my people.
That's right. Richard Byrd was the pilot for Operation High Jump, and that's something you should look into. It's a bigger rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah. I know
you
about this.
That, you know what? When you said that about the walruses and stuff, you know why I think we're not allowed to talk to dolphins? Because they can go anywhere.
Well, I think
they can go anywhere.
I think they understand what we're saying. It's just like it's illegal to talk to ravens. You can teach a raven to like pickpocket people, and it'll like actually learn to speak, and they're like somewhat intelligent, like almost as intelligent as like a I want to say they said like a 7-year-old, and dolphins are even more intelligent than that. So like you can, and if you know anything about 7-year-olds, you can trick your 7-year-old into thinking things. You can manipulate them because they're young. Their minds are underdeveloped, and I think that's part of it. Or maybe they're
also,
more sentient than we know.
Can tell if you're a woman and you're pregnant. How wild is like I think
can
that's
they
like
really?
A lot of the reasons we're not allowed to talk to them.
Wow.
Oh.
Do you remember that show Flipper? Yes. They call him Flipper.
So Richard Byrd, he also crosses the North Pole and said it was just a big hole. The only man to cross both poles.
That's what I'm trying to tell you is the Earth is hollow, okay? And you can go inside it. I have been in the underground cities. I have seen this stuff. It is real. The underground catacombs and there's whole cities underground.
Well, that's the theory. Inside, it's hollow, but it's lush and full of all these things.
Yeah, some say that there's another sun.
It's called Agatha. The inside, it's like lush and beautiful, and there's all this, scenery, but we're not allowed in it.
And that's where like the dinosaurs and the Leviathan are supposedly at, and different things like Godzilla, the Titans, right?
They came from somewhere.
Right. I mean, you can't, I always say this, you can't write this shit, right? It's because like it had to come from somewhere. It had to come from somewhere, right? Like you just can't. People just don't come up with original thoughts. Everything stems from something else, right?
Right.
So, like, what brought people to think these thoughts, right? Oh, we're live on YouTube. It's actually working. YouTube's actually working. Yeah, and we got our blue check mark on X. That's pretty awesome. If you don't follow me on X, make sure you do, because we're probably not going to be here on TikTok anymore. I'm just fed up. Maybe we stick around if things change, but come September, there's supposed to be a bunch of new changes with TikTok. And if it just becomes another headache, I'm gone. We're going to X. Because there's a whole society of moon cheesers there that we need to reach. Look at what we did with Josh. We were able to wipe the moon cheese off of Josh's feet and place him somewhere where he can be loved and respected and not dumped on every month.
Yes, we could. It said the conspiracy wasn't created till after JFK. So they faked the moon landing, then everyone caught on, and then they were like, "There's a hole in the earth."
Right. TikTok seller says, Oz, you got to see the video he sent me. What video? Is it on Discord? We will watch it right now. You don't even know, chat. Like, if you're not in the Discord, you are missing out.
Having fun.
It is so much fun. I have a million times more fun on Discord than any other platform. And I've been hanging out in there more. It was kind of just like not really going. Lately, it's been going. And if you're in the TA class, we have a special chat for the TA class where we're going over things and we're learning the charts, and I'm coaching. You guys are like posting pictures of the charts and things and showing me what you see and what I see. Check my DMs on Discord. Let me see here.
Yeah, Discord is a lot of fun. And I know who like doesn't like things and does it, and I rage bait, and then the whole conversation takes off because it's funny to me.
All right, hold on.
Don't forget to do some TA in between.
Oh, we're gonna TA the heck out of today, but today's gonna be a little bit more fun. The CEO that was supposed to come on today reached out to me and said, "Hey, got to cancel." Was on phone call. They're in Australia, okay, mind you. So they're gonna come on later. This week. We've already rescheduled. They are coming on, and but you know, we have to understand this is a CEO, right? Like, let's be understanding.
Shall become a trumpet, says the Lord.
Yeah, that's why I'm here today. I wasn't feeling great. I've had a rough week, but you know, I love the show, and I don't want to see it die because we love TikTok Shop.
To become a trumpet, it will be a praying president, not a religious one. But I will fool the people, says the Lord.
You can't hear it?
I will fool the people. Yes, I will. God says, the one that is chosen shall go in, and they shall say, he has hot blood. For the Spirit of God says, yes, he may have hot blood, but he will bring the walls of protection on this country in a greater way, and the economy of this country shall change rapidly, says the Lord of hosts. Listen to the word of the Lord. God says, I will put at your helm for 2 terms. A president that will pray, but he will not be a praying president when he starts. I will put him in office, and then I will baptize him with the Holy Spirit and my power, says the Lord of hosts. Now God says, a president that I will bring into the White House.
Now God says, God spoke to me. He screamed in my asshole and told me that this is what's going to happen, guys.
So I have disguised this man's
You know what the Bible says? Beware of false prophets.
House, not only shall he be mine,
can you guys hear me better?
Shall pray as a man that has never
I hear you
prayed
just fine.
In the White House.
Okay.
Is anybody excited about this? That same man. That same
they're the
man
individual, but they're a lot harder
for
than Tesla. Like so much harder.
Platform, and God says they will
My
say,
chat
how
says
did
we
this
can hear
take
you.
place? Laws shall change. Young men
I
and
can't
young
hear the
women
video you're
shall have
playing
access
at all.
into the kingdom
I even have
and
the
with
audio
authority
for it
into
turned up.
politics and with authority
might just
into
be
the
me.
industries that now have been controlled by
Chat, can you hear the
darkness.
video?
I haven't.
Because of this man,
Francesca,
that shall
I haven't
rule for
tried the
another
bottom
2
ones. I'm
terms, for
scared
2
I'm gonna
terms.
touch my
God
eye.
said, do not fear, for the Lord says there will be no unnecessary stuff. But
Jesse,
there will
when are
be
you gonna
things
do my
that men shall
eyelashes?
question. Fear not, for you shall sit in
When
that
you buy
seat,
'em, do you
and
know how
suddenly
expensive they are?
my spirit
Sir?
shall come upon him and baptize
do
him
not.
with a fire
Would be
and with
the first
anointing,
thing.
says the Spirit of the Lord.
Hey, Jesus, thank you for the heart me flex, the hat and
No
mustache.
more war.
Thank you, everyone, for the gifts. I appreciate that.
Fredro
You
for
guys
the
are
heart me,
amazing.
Big Baller for the heart me,
No
Oscar for the heart me,
more
Mar Lopez for the heart
No
me,
more
Francesco for the heart me, Revolution for the heart me. Revolution sent me. Aw. Who's Revolution? Who's that?
Hey,
Big Baller, thank you for the
I'm
let
seeing
him cook.
God doing it right now. Where
Thank you,
the
Fredro.
source of energy is very important to you.
I
People are
wish.
listening all over
I
the
wish
world.
everything was
And
that
I
simple.
had 2 clues, which I'm going to give you
Hold on,
one
let's
today.
listen to this.
Okay? I'm going to give you one clue now, which I haven't spoken of yet. You ready, Mr. Codebreaker?
Anybody
I'm
shilling
the code
XRP in the name of Jesus?
And then the
I
other one
rebuke
is
you.
the tree, the oak tree, which is a symbol which
That's a
people have been
stretch.
researching,
That's a
not
stretch.
yet revealed.
Jesus
But
told
people are
you to,
researching
or
it because it's a
Yubi
puzzle.
says,
God won't give us everything, but it's got
Brad
the right time.
Garling Mouse
But something
is
starting with an
Judas
X.
in the Bible.
And it has a P in it.
oh,
Is a very profound something
Look at this.
that's going to be
And
worth
Brad is
investing in.
God.
And I can't
Oh
say
my
the whole
God.
thing because I don't know it.
that's
But
like
I had a
passing out the
dream
money
that I
grabbed
saw
3
an
times
X,
at church. I know,
and I
right?
think there
Yeah.
may have been a number and,
And you
something
can
else,
move
and
them
then
just.
P.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Now,
It's like, don't give to
I'm
my
I'm
afraid.
only
church.
giving you what I
Buy
prophetically
XRP
hear.
so that I
Otherwise,
can get it
I could
personally.
be accused of
Be
representing
my
a
exit
company,
liquidity.
which of course they could take me to court on that, but I'm not going to. That's what I'm hearing, and most people know.
Is
I
there
hear
a
things
church
like
of
the Holy Spirit, and I
XRP?
just say
Because
it.
if there's not,
And
I
so
feel
it's
like
a
we're going to make a
prophetic
lot of
thing.
money on Moon Cheese
But it's
there.
also giving signs
These
to the
people just like putting money in
that
the plate.
It's the time
Yes.
for the release of this new source of energy. Now,
Yeah, I was going to say you
What
can
is
stop
going
there.
on here? Chat.
So how interesting. Okay, a couple of things I thought of was obviously there's the platform X, but he saw
Wasn't
X
there a
with
Church of
something
the
in the middle
Fawns?
and a P.
Or am I thinking of Family Guy?
That was Family Guy.
Yeah.
There is a weed
What's up with
church, though,
XRP? I forgot.
where they celebrate like
Well,
marijuana
it's a
is the
crypto-based
burning
thing, but
bush,
There's a lot of things
and they
happening
burn the
with
bush
XRP right now.
in the
And
church.
Chris, go ahead. What did they just announce?
I'm
the other
listening.
day?
Yeah, I'm
the
about
Swiss,
this life.
was-
And it's
was
this
it
total,
Swiss
like,
Bank
long-haired
said they
hippie
were gonna
dude.
Start allowing people to purchase
Love it.
gold with
Yeah,
XRP.
and
You sold me, bro.
Yep.
yeah,
You sold me.
XRP
We're
just
good.
won- they just
and
settled
they
with
they
the
don't
SEC.
sell the
They've been
weed; they
tied up
collect donations.
in a court case for
And they have
years
these
with
like
the
events
SEC.
where they
And
close the
just
doors and they do
recently,
like a
all of this
lock-in,
stuff is starting to be
and they light
unleashed.
trash cans of weed on
You
fire.
know, I'm just kind of learning about it myself, so it's pretty exciting, and I've
Oh my
never heard
gosh.
that one before. And
No.
as soon as we said those
Okay,
two, I
I can't
texted-
anymore with this nonsense. Okay, Josh, if you're in the chat, Josh, really, Josh. Big Baller says, bro. Josh, really?
People are all over the place.
I'm just saying, like, I get it. I get the idea. Look at, Scientology, right? These people.
No. The Church of Beep Boop. You can't say that
church-
word. We love TikTok
Right.
shop.
Oh, yes, we
You can't
love
say that word.
TikTok Chop. The church of Beep Boop, right? The Beep Boopers, all right? I get it. It's a science fiction novel. They turned it into something more. Whatever. If there is a God, okay, they will be dealt with. But this is what I'm talking about, is people need hope. They need something to believe in. They need to belong to something. They need to feel like they're welcomed and brought into something, and so I understand. There are so many people that are longing for connection. And these people pray. They pray, like not pray. They pray on these people. Okay? and they milk them for everything they got.
And that's people want to be a part of something. They just, whether they're lonely or not, people, you know, even a family, you can feel unseen. Just people want to be a part of a community.
Yeah. I mean, we have our community
and that's
here.
true. Mm-hmm.
You know, I do have to admit, I did not realize the connections and friendships and community that would grow from all of this. And I have people that I would call friends or family all around the world now. And they tune in and day out. You know, TikTok Seller and Big Baller. A lot of these people I've actually met in real life, spent time with, and it's become a real thing. It's kind of it's kind of like mind-boggling. Like, look at Mother of Dragons. She is all the way in Australia, yet she's here every single day in all of our lives, so supportive and helping. She is the positive troll, she says, and I just adore her. You know, I adore her so much. She is such a good, kind-hearted wine mom. I love it.
Yeah, I can't count the times I've gone to Francesca because I'm freaking out. So I get it. I've met some such amazing people on here, and please believe us when we say, like, you've become just part of this community, and it's a lovely one, to say the least.
TikTok Seller says, when did you meet me? Did I miss that? No, I didn't meet you. I was talking about other people, but we've spoke on the phone. We talked. I spoke on the phone with you today, right? Like, that's kind of awesome. I do have to say, TikTok Seller, you have the most intriguing voice. Your voice draws people in. No wonder you're good at selling. Like, it's your voice. You should be a car salesman, or you were born for your voice. You could do radio. Like, I don't understand why you don't do lives. I get it. You're doing school and everything, but yeah, you have an incredible voice. I wonder if you can sing. Can you sing? I like to pretend like I can.
Oh, can't wait to meet my pole dancing mother. I mean, me too. Is there a number we can call?
I'm working on getting your sample, TikTok Seller. I already spoke on the phone, and it is in the works. All right? 'Tis in the works. Big Baller, if you're listening, I'm not saying the BG word until we have a contract.
That, and we love TikTok Shop.
We love TikTok Shop. Boom. That's where it's at right there, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like to shill, okay? But proof of stake is so much cheaper than proof of work. And it's not going anywhere. Proof of stake is going to stick around. And when you're earning that APY through staking in a bear market, and at the end of the bull run, you're still making money. How is that going anywhere? All right. So we were talking about flat Earth. Since we're already there,
just for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah. This is on Hollow Earth.
Just scratched the surface of the Earth. We drilled down like 8 miles, and we had to stop because it got too hot. Out of 4,000 miles, basically, to the core of the Earth, we went down 8. That's nothing.
Hollow Earth legends have existed since ancient times and have survived to this very day. Proponents of this theory see the world in layers, with an underworld realm containing advanced civilization, supported by different atmospheres.
I have to make it like this,
densities,
otherwise they'll do the stupid
even a
thing
miniature
with
sun
the
at its center.
Because we love TikTok Shop.
However, modern science holds
with
that the Earth is an unbroken series of layers, crusts, and liquid magma, surrounding a dense hot core made primarily of iron and nickel. But in the 17th century, some of the scientific minds of the time had a different theory, that the planet is actually hollow. This idea has proved incredibly durable. Even today, a dedicated group of Hollow Earth believers is tirelessly working
That's
to
what I'm talking
validate
about, the
their
hole
theories
in the
through
top.
books, websites, meetings, and ambitious travel plans.
Do you think it's only on one side?
But is the Hollow
It
Earth
could be
theory
on
even
both
possible?
sides.
And who started this theory?
What are we
and
looking
why?
at? The theory that the
What is
Earth
the
is
kingdom
hollow?
of Agartha? Let's try and
It's
find
liquid
out.
in the center. See,
I
there's
have-
different theories.
Hello, I'm Mike Droberg, Marine
have
Corps
been
veteran,
very
and
deep in
filmmaker. We will try to answer these questions
Very
on today's episode of Forgotten History.
You don't have to say it like that. That sounds weird.
I've been balls deep.
It's just the North Pole. If it's flat, it's just the North Pole. That's true too. I know, right? Or that's where the lost city of Atlantis is, and we just never found it because it went underground. Was like, I hate everybody. We're done.
Have you heard?
And that's why the technology we have for like the pyramids and all this stuff came from them. And then they're like, oh my God, these people are dumb and just
Hollow
went
Earth
in the
legends
earth.
have
I don't know.
existed since ancient times.
There was
Shambhala,
Yeah, what?
Eden,
a story,
and
a
Asgard,
folklore
to name a
about
few.
these two children that
multiple
came out of
cultures
like
and
a
religions,
cave,
such as
and their skin
Christianity,
was green
Hindus,
because they'd never
Buddhists,
seen
and others
the
all
sun
convey a similar
before.
story of human origins,
right? And they were
place
from
of human
Hollow
torment,
Earth.
mythical races, or even gods living in
What
deep
is
caves
above is
away
also
from the world.
below.
Ooh, as
Francesca
above,
said-
so below.
In Christianity,
Yeah,
the center of the
that's
earth
yeah.
is the
She
last
said that she
place
believes that's
where
from the
one would
Bible,
want to
which
end up.
I think
It is the
everything
location of
there's
hell,
bits like I don't believe all of
place
it,
of
but there's
eternal
bits and
torment.
pieces of every
The
story
Bible used many
that
graphic
all
details
come
to
together
describe
in
hell.
some way.
Nick
You know,
Beamer,
the whole
Jude
story's not
6.
real.
Thank you
Hell is
for
a
the
prison
subscription.
for everlasting
AB Ryder,
chains from which
thank
there
you
is
for
no
the
hope of
harpy.
release. Mark 9 verses 47
Don't
and
forget, if
48
you need
is the
fact-checking,
place of excruciating misery, where
on
the worm
Hollow
does
Earth.
not die.
You need fact checking on Hollow Earth?
And in Luke
Okay,
16
that's all
verses
Jesse.
22 to 24,
So hop on over to
hell is
Jesse's
a
live,
place
give
of
her a follow,
agonizing
subscribe
thirst
to her,
that can never be quenched.
and she will do any
I'll
fact
fact
checking.
check
on
anything
The first
that I
person to
can.
possibly scientifically
Hi, AB.
speculate
Yeah,
about a hollow Earth
usually
was
people
none other than
ask me
Edmund
about
Halley
crypto,
of
and
the Halley's
that is
Comet
a lot
fame.
easier
Proposed
information
in
to find
1692, a way of
but
explaining anomalous compass
four
readings.
corners. Yeah,
And
four
you don't
corners.
use AI,
that's true.
right?
That Earth is
You're
a series
digging.
of nested
No,
You're
spherical
digging.
shells spinning in different directions. all
Excuse me, I
surrounding the central
despise
core.
AI. I do
His
not like
view,
X. That
based
is
on
not a
his
form of
readings of
news,
magnetic
so I
fields
have to
and
actually
his
dig deep
understanding
to
of the
find
gravitational influence of the sun and the
accurate
moon
things
on
from
the Earth.
actual
This model could explain any
the government
discrepancies
pages
in
and
magnetic field
from the
measurements.
actual pages of
He
whatever
also
it is you're having
suggested
me look into.
spaces between
If
each
dinosaurs
shell might
existed,
contain
why
luminous
didn't the
atmospheres
Mayans or
capable of
Egyptians
supporting
ever
life.
mention them? Because
This
they were
idea was
extinct before
expanded
that.
upon for the next few centuries.
Aztecs
Exchanging the view of
have
multiple
pictures
spheres
of them.
theory for the notion
Let me
of
tell you, the
entire interior
Vikings
of the Earth being one
Talk
large
about
cavern.
the
Generally,
dinosaurs.
this
The
new
dragons
view
are
of
the
Hollow
same
Earth
thing as
is
dinosaurs.
accompanied by the theory of a
Read
small
your
sun
Bible,
that
people.
hangs in the very center, creating
But
a
what if
lush,
you don't believe in
livable
that? And it
environment
says,
on the
as from
flip
the
side of
Bible,
Earth's
the
surface.
angels took items to the
These
four
visions of
corners
Hollow
of the earth.
was even further
If
developed
it's
among
round,
famous
how can you?
mathematicians and scientists,
Four corners.
such as Leonard
There
Euler
were
in the
dragons.
18th century.
Yeah, dinosaurs
Sir
is a
John
new
Leslie
age term, and I
in the
think it's the
19th
same
century.
thing. The Aztecs
In
drew them.
1818, John
Drew
Cleves
them in
Symes
the walls.
Jr.
Of course, all
published his circular number
sacrificing
1,
children
declaring to the
for
world
water,
that
but
the
like
earth is hollow.
they did have them.
Symes,
They've been
veteran of the War of
indigenous, have been here
1812,
for a very
soon
long
became
time.
maybe the most famous and successful proponent
You
of
know,
the Hollow
after
Earth
being
theory.
so deep in
His
the
initial
earth
vision of the
and
Earth's
seeing
interior
all of the
was like a
catacombs
simplified
and the
version
different
of Halley's
things that
multi-layered
we
model,
built
with
under
the
there,
exception that Symes' version included
I believe
huge
it's hollow.
holes to north and south
Okay?
poles, which allowed
Like, there's
access
just, it just
to the hidden worlds
keeps
inside.
on going.
These
We're talking
holes,
about
as a unique
miles and
addition to the
miles
Hollow Earth
deep
theory, would even come
going
to be known
into
as
the
Symes'
earth.
hole.
Like,
Symes proposed to conduct an expedition.
I
to the
think
North
there's
Pole,
lost
and he was sure
civilizations
that
or
to locate one of these
civilizations that
entrances
don't want to be
and gain
found.
access to
maybe
the
it's
inner
And
earth.
just
it's- and-
caves,
He
right? Like,
believed
just
that the
hollow
interior of
spots
the earth
in the
supported
earth.
life,
Like, doesn't
saying that the
necessarily
inside
mean
of
that
the
the
earth
entire
was
earth is
stocked with
hollow.
fruits
There's
and
got to be,
vegetables
like,
and animals,
you know,
if not
caves and
men.
caverns and things
Symes
that,
believed
that
that
we've
his
never
theory was
even
not
found
science
yet.
fiction, but science fact. In 1822,
So
Congress
that
was
is another
eventually
thing.
able to convince
China's been
people
around for
the
5,000
possibility of
years.
this
Wrap your
hollow
head
earth.
around that. 5,000 years.
And they got
Okay?
the dragons.
Actually got Congress to vote
And
on
they have,
funding
yep,
for
and
the
it's just
expedition.
all countries around the
Grant was
world have
shot down,
always depicted
but Simons
dragons
believed
in different
the inner
forms.
earth never
There's
died.
even some that are ancient from 10,000 years ago that show human and writing something crazy.
Even after Simon's death,
Chinese
his
zodiac
idea
has
continued to
dragons, and
thrive
all of the
amongst
other
the elite.
animals are real,
Students
but
and
that one.
admirers
And how could that
Simon's
be?
work, and even Simon's own
The Great
son
Wall of China,
continued
that's
to
just,
publish material
Roman aqueducts,
explaining
Great
his
Wall of
theory.
China. Like, all of
Then,
these are
in
connected
1864,
somehow.
Okay,
Jules
okay.
Verne
The Great
published
Wall
A
of
Journey to the Center of the
Tartaria.
Earth, which
Okay,
proposed a
the
strange world
wall
inside of our own.
is
While it
facing
was
the
not the first
opposite
work of
direction.
fiction to propose such
So the
thing,
Wall of
we
China
argue that the first such work
is
of fiction regarding
where the
inner Earth was
Tartarians
Dante's
built
poem Inferno.
to keep the
However,
Chinese
Verne's work
out.
quickly became the benchmark for such fantasy tales, giving steam to a whole subgenre of subterranean science
Oscar
fiction.
says in the
Many of
Bible,
these
Genesis
stories
mentions
use theories of
dinosaurs. Yes,
alien
it also
science.
mentions the
Yes.
Great
Huffpoint
Leviathan,
for tales of prehistoric jungles,
the Great
highly
Serpent.
advanced, lost races of humankind.
Okay,
But where did these stories and
mentions
ideas
a
of inner Earth
talking
originate
snake.
from? Well, Agartha is a mystical kingdom of lore,
Look at
located
this.
in the center of the earth.
Argartha.
Its entrances lie somewhere
This
deep
is
in
what
the
I'm talking
Himalaya.
about.
The subterranean
like a
kingdom
inner
links
sun.
all the continents on Earth through an incredible network of tunnels created by a race of powerful beings
very probable.
called the Old Ones. They
Because
far
we don't know
surpass humans
everything. We
physically
have
and
no
spiritually,
idea.
as well as
This is what I
The
think.
government's not going to tell you the truth.
Accounts
They never do.
describe this
I
mysterious
think the
race
lizard
as
people
almost
come
omniscient,
from Middle Earth,
aware of all happenings
okay?
on the surface.
And Middle Earth is
Supposedly,
where the
all
real,
world governments know of this
like,
city already.
people in control
Garth
and in
holds millions of
power
people
live, and it's
ruled
kind
by
of
its
like
king, known
Hunger
as the
Games,
Master.
right?
The kingdom
And
preserves
we're in
its
the outer
knowledge,
districts,
vast libraries,
living here on the
has advanced
surface,
transportation
and the
capabilities, such as
inside
flying vehicles.
is
Many proponents of Agartha
the
postulate that
enchanted
UFO sightings
world.
are actually from inner Earth and not an off-world phenomenon.
Assalamu alaikum. Are you thinking about buying a franchise business? Don't.
Don't buy
history
The
of
McDonald's.
Great Wall of
states
Mexico?
that civilization once thrived
Is
on
that
the
a thing?
surface. However,
Is it?
The world became
No.
more violent,
I don't know.
unstable.
I mean,
Kingdom went
listen.
underground.
I'm
When
telling you,
you
only
think of
Mexicans
pyramids-
could have built that
It will
thing.
rise again. And the world
Right, we
restores
didn't
balance.
need the. I'm sorry, and it's
Because
just
of the
not
similarities
racial. I'm
between
just saying
Agartha
when
and
people
Hollow
think of
Earth theory,
conspiracy,
they
they're
are
like,
often
oh,
closely
how did
linked.
they do that
Perhaps
in
Agartha's
Egypt?
closest
Nobody
relative
questions
is
the ones
Shambhala,
in Mexico.
with which
They're
he is
like,
often
yeah,
confused.
they built him. We know they
Shambhala
built him.
features prominently in Hindu texts.
We will all,
However,
we are rock,
two are not
but
the
we
same.
are
Agartha does not
interdimensional.
have such an
Yeah,
ancient
the word
background.
dinosaur wasn't
Names
created
started to creep onto the
till
scene when French
1858.
occultist
Let's
and
go down the
linguistic enthusiast André
interdimensional
Saint
train.
Ives
Have you
Belvedere
ever
took an
tasted the
interest in
color
learning
blue?
Sanskrit in the 19th century.
All
He
right.
came into contact with the mysterious
And we
Blue
can't
raspberry.
talk, we
by the name
can't
of
talk
Prince
about certain
Harji
things, right?
Sharif, whose backstory
But
is murky.
there
but
are
was a very
Entertainment
educated
purposes
man
only.
Yeah,
with
well, there
knowledge
are
of the
certain
unknown.
things out
His
there that
tutor
you can
supposedly
partake
came
in
from the great
that allow
Agarthan school.
you to leave
Learn
this
not only
body
Sanskrit,
and enter
also
in these
an
other
unknown language
dimensions.
called Britannian,
And I have
apparently
been to these
spoken by the
places, man.
Agarthans.
And here's the thing:
Saint Ives
is
believed that an ancient world
I feel like we need to
was
go to,
transferred
to
Agartha within the Hollow Earth
to,
at around
Twitch.
3200 BC.
We need to go
No,
to
let's
Twitch.
just, it doesn't matter. We're doing what we're doing. We're going to get whatever. Might as well go with it. And that's why I say to keep saying for entertainment purposes only that this is not, you know, this is just speculation. And that's all you have to say.
Well, for entertainment purposes only, I was involved with some experimentation
in early 1947.
with
Bird was indeed in Antarctica.
some
at this time
three-letter
for Operation
agencies,
High Jump, also called Task Force 68,
and we were
which was a United
testing.
States
So
Navy
many.
operation.
We were
designated
testing
to
this certain
establish
thing,
Antarctic
and they were
research
at.
base,
Here
Little
was the
America.
thing: is like
One entry in
we
Bird's
were
diary
studying
states that
the
while flying over the frigid landscape, Bird's instruments went
the way
haywire,
that
and he saw a
this
green
certain
forest among the
substance.
snowy mountain ranges.
Everyone would
His
like,
aircraft
you know,
were then
certain
hijacked
things. It's like
by a
you're on
Agarthan
your own
superbeam.
place or whatever, and you're
Proceeded to
wherever.
invite him to
But
land
this,
and
in
visit the
particular,
subterranean city.
everyone would
He
see the
described it
same
as a
things.
vast
Everyone would go to the
metropolis,
same
glittering with
place and
rainbow
engage
colors,
with the
too
same
beautiful and
entities.
wondrous to describe.
And they started
Formed of a
having.
crystal-like substance.
No, I
In
didn't
the
do
meeting,
this.
the Agarthans
but
expressed
I,
their concern to him
you know,
over the world
watched
wars,
this
as well as the
and
current development of nuclear
was a
weapons.
part of this study.
After
Okay,
their meeting, they sent Bird
and
back to the surface.
they were
He was sworn to
mainlining
secrecy by the
this
US
stuff
government
because
after
it dissipates
reporting what
very
he saw
quickly.
to the Pentagon. to go.
Okay, and it'd be gone
In addition,
within 10
there's no
minutes you're
secret
back to
that
reality,
the Nazis
right?
had a morbid
And they were
fascination with
mainlining
the
these
occult.
people for
According to
years on
conspiracy
it,
theories,
months,
after losing World War II, Hitler fled to
and
the South
testing
Pole
all different things.
hid
And
in the center of the earth.
people
Some even
lived in
believe
this world. And
that the
mind you,
reason
when
the
you're
Chinese
on
invaded
this,
Tibet in the 1950s was to gain access to this mystical kingdom.
We
in
love
this
TikTok
realm,
Shop.
Hollow
there
Earth,
is
based on
no
the research of Rodney Clough, is that the
there
shell
is
of the
no
Earth is about
time.
800 miles thick.
Time goes
from
out the window.
outside to the inner surface.
Right?
For entertainment
Says the
purposes
author.
only.
World
Yes.
top secret.
For
Our
entertainment.
You got to
Earth
keep
is
saying
hollow.
that. There we go.
For
Believe that half the
entertainment
planet is
purposes,
taken
we
up
love
by
TikTok
surface
Shop.
weight, and then there's empty space.
Absolutely.
And then something else.
Look at that. See that
Suspended in the
picture
center
right
of the
there?
hollow
That's what I'm
is an
talking
interior
about.
sun that is divided by
An
day
inner sun, and
night
that's why the
sides.
center is so
It is
hot.
believed that the Earth is in fact hollow and home
Right?
to all manner of a super race and megafauna. Why have we never contacted them or gone there? Well, according to Clough,
Oz
we
does
have.
not have the auto
An
clicker on
international
right now.
banking conspiracy has worked to cover up the existence of Hollow Earth.
This is all you
We're
guys.
just having a fun day today.
I mean, I
Yeah,
could turn
we're
it
ha-
on.
you know what?
Mid-2000s and into
But
the
I got a
early 2010s,
letter from
Clough was part
TikTok
of an
that says
expedition
that if
known
you
most
do that, you're
recently
going to get
as
hit
North
with a
Pole
banana in the
Inner
face.
Earth Expedition.
A 1-inch
Unfortunately,
Loch
after a
Ness
number of
monster
setbacks,
banana.
including the dropping of financial backers,
Exactly. F1 in the chat. Entertainment purposes only.
The expedition was put on hiatus.
Entertainment
As of
personalities
2022,
only.
Team of
There we
Hollow
go.
Earth
Entertainment and
advocates will again plan to mount an
educational.
expedition on a
I've had a
nuclear-powered
really long
icebreaker.
week and not much
They believe
sleep,
there's a
so
hole
please
in the
forgive me.
seafloor
I
which will allow
tried
us
my
to see
best
the interior
Thank you
and
for the
Earth
goats.
under the near
I'm all
constant
over the
cloud
place.
cover
Entertainment
ice
and
of the Arctic
educational
Sea, 7
purposes
days out
only.
from Murmansk,
Queen Bee,
Russia.
welcome.
But even if they don't
Haven't
find
seen
it,
you in a
the
while.
Hollow Earth theory will likely continue on.
You know, I DM'd you,
humans
Queen
can
Bee,
actually
and
peer
you never
into the
reached
Earth's
back to
core.
me.
Who can
I
say
wanted to
that it's
help
not
coach
filled
you.
with a superior race, Nazis,
ETH is a goodbye.
aliens,
ETH is going to
or a
10K.
very small sun? Let us know
Maybe
your
like
thoughts
8K.
on the Hollow Earth theory in the comments below.
But yeah, 5
Thank
to
you for watching
8K.
Forgotten History. Please like, share, and subscribe.
All right, so that was interesting, right? The Hollow Earth.
Yeah.
Okay, like for entertainment purposes only, right? I think that that's the more plausible, reasonable explanation of what's going on, that the Earth is hollow. And, you know, we actually have done tests on the moon where we set a nuke off in the moon and we were able to hear that the moon is hollow, right? So why it rang like a bell. So if the moon is hollow, why wouldn't why wouldn't we be hollow? Why is that so unlikely? You know what I mean? Because look at all the caves there are. I'm not saying it's completely hollowed out like that picture they're showing. I think that there's massive underground tunnel systems and there's massive caverns and openings and things that we have built and settled into. Maybe it's more than that. What do you think, Jesse?
I think we're never going to know, but I think every planet serves some sort of purpose in our galaxy, solar system, however you want to see it. Everything serves a purpose. I don't believe that they're empty or there's nothing on it. So but we can see from any telescope that those other ones are round. So it's hard
Or they're flat.
for us to believe that.
They're round on one side.
That's okay. So what? They're just a half circle. You don't think that's so? You think we're a half circle? Is that what it is?
Yeah, like a snow
And there's a
globe.
flat other line. Like there's a flat other line of just. There has to be civilization, or this doesn't work. We go back and forth, right, towards the sun. So that would mean this part is completely away and wouldn't get the sun. But then that doesn't make sense if we turn it to get night and day.
Well,
Does that
you know,
make
the
sense?
flat earthers think that there's like a sun and a moon that kind of like rotate like this and they're like artificial. And that's what creates the day and the night.
Right.
What
was it? 1 second.
Here's the thing.
Is
I don't believe in the flat earth stuff until I start, because we have the airport out here and I'm getting my pilot's license. And when you look into flight paths, you start to
Here we go.
understand why the flight paths are the way they are. But I think you're right, Jesse. I think it's that the portion of the world that we know of and we're exposed to seems flat. The Earth is round, but we're only seeing
only getting a portion.
Right. So there's so much more out there here that we have been isolated from. That seems...
Which is why they keep the Arctic wall so safe. No country. All of them are set up there, and all of them have decided, for entertainment purposes only, all of them have decided that no one gets to go past it. Why?
They're afraid we're going to get their plastics in their water. They don't want the plastics in the water.
Don't play with me. But my thing is that...
That is a real thing.
That's why... No, but that's why you're not allowed to talk to dolphins, because they're the only ones who can get to the other side.
Ooh.
Because why should it be illegal? I should be able to talk to whatever fish I want to talk to, but even if you talk to them or try to come up to them, you can pet them. If someone catches you, jail.
I feel like I was born here. I should be able to go wherever I want.
Yeah, that's funny.
You know, like I was born on this planet. So I'm allowed to go anywhere on the planet that I want. And I feel like I should have the right to leave it if I want. If I want to leave this planet, I have the right. Like, who says that you have to stay where this imaginary line is? You know, just because they wrote something on a piece of paper, now all of a sudden there's an imaginary line here? I don't know.
You know how I feel about that. We all belong to Earth. You don't tell me which part of Earth I belong to.
Oh, I know.
That's not how this
I'm
works.
rage baiting you 100%.
Don't do that. That's not going to end well for anybody. Don't do that.
How do you talk to
Trump
dolphins?
said Europe.
No.
Trump said Europe has super secure borders. Yeah, we are on Earth. He said even poor countries. That's not. That's. Don't you try to rage bait me too. We all belong to Earth. We're all humans. There is no such thing as this is your part and this is my part. We belong wherever we call home. Period. And I think the imaginary lines are just that, imaginary lines. Dolphins are smarter than us, yeah, and I think that's why we're not allowed to talk to them.
Oscar
They're
says,
not
how
supposed
do you
to
talk
learn our
to
language.
dolphins? How do you talk to dolphins? You don't, because you're not allowed to. And if you do, straight to jail.
I think what it is that they can learn to understand your language. So dolphins make almost childlike sounds to get your attention. They make adult sounds to get your attention. And I think if you talk to them, they start learning the language, and then they relay that information somewhere else that they clearly don't want it relayed to.
Chat.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
Chat, we need one more heart me.
But they're communicating with other mammals in the sea or ocean, just not those mammals just aren't as smart.
Yes.
But dolphins are as smart as people. Why do cops care so much to arrest you? That's what I'm saying. So I want you to go look at the crime, and it can be up to 5 years for talking to a dolphin for entertainment purposes only and educational purposes. How much time you could, and it's a federal crime, that you can get up to 5 years just for talking, petting, associating with the dolphin.
Yet they have dolphins in captivity that they're allowed to talk to.
And they're also not allowed out of captivity. That's why they're not allowed out of captivity. Have you ever heard, other than like whales being released back into the wild, do you ever hear about dolphins? No. They're just gone.
G-Rod
and
says,
replaced with something
where
else.
are you guys coming up about not talking to dolphins?
Look it up. It's a federal law. I'm
It's a
sorry
federal law.
to tell you. It's a federal law.
You can't
Federal
talk to
law.
dolphins. You can't skydive on a Sunday if you're
Oh my God.
a woman in, I think it's Maine. You can't leave a pie on a windowsill on a Tuesday in some states. You can't honk at a horse. I understand why you can't honk at a horse. If you spook a horse, they could kick the rider and it could kill them. And it's actually an attempted murder charge for honking at a horse.
You know, it's funny. In San Francisco, it's illegal to drop an ice cream cone on the sidewalk.
Kodak says, good luck trying to get in and out the South Sudan if you don't believe in imaginary lines. Let me tell you something.
Okay, everyone's rage baiting me.
The goat goes wherever he wants to. I don't believe in imaginary lines. Like, when they're like, oh, this is VIP, I'm like, cool, that's me, and I keep walking. I do whatever I want. Nobody ever can tell me not to do something.
Never squeeze a donkey's nuts in South Dakota. Oh my God. That's hilarious. Yeah, squeeze those thoughts
that's
and
no
hold on.
fun.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to enjoy my weekend?
It was said in my chat to rage bait me. It's all California's fault. All California's fault. Listen here. For educational purposes only, don't start with me. Don't start. We have the fourth biggest economy in the world. So don't start. Don't start with me. Guys, never protest in LA. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Okay. I'll remember that. I'm going to get you
want to
in
know
Discord.
something crazy about LA? LA is mostly oil rigs, and a lot of the buildings that you see are just facades, so that way you see a city and you don't see the oil rigs. This is real. Like, I've seen them myself. I've been there and I've seen them. This is a real thing. And they're like in like downtown LA, like all over the place, like where all the major people are like walking around and doing stuff, and there's an oil rig right there, and you wouldn't even know it because it's disguised as like a building. Cardano, baby.
No.
No Cardano?
I don't know.
You don't hold Cardano?
I don't. No, but here's my
Really?
thing. Anything that gets pushed that hard, that's why I don't trust BTC, XRP, any of those. Anything that gets pushed that hard is probably not great. Or it's probably they're just hyping it up so they can make every dollar off you that they can. You know how I feel about that. If you remember, we were talking about the other day, all of us were talking about these medicine commercials for these new medications, right? And they're pushing them hard. And the reason they're doing that is because nobody's using them. And they're probably not good for you. So the medications that don't have a lot of promotion are probably somewhat better than the ones that have too much promotion that are probably bad for you. So that kind of way of thinking is what is how I believe it.
Mar Lopez says, what's the secrecy of the Grand Canyon? Okay, so I will explain that to you. So there are portions of the Grand Canyon where you cannot go and look around and whatever, because the things that you will find there will basically rewrite the history books. And it's proof that there was more advanced technology in the past than what we've been told. And we keep seeing that time and time again in all these things where it's like, it doesn't make any sense. How did they create this all these, thousands of years ago with, not having the technology? I think that we were more advanced and we are living in a post-apocalyptic world. And they want you to think that the world is up and coming and developing new technology. We are actually in a place of trying to recreate technology that once existed that we don't understand how to use anymore.
I don't know. I mean, there's certain, those rocks, the face rocks that are all in a circle. I can't think of the name right now.
Easter
They're
Island.
ridiculously heavy. There we go, Easter Island. If anybody can explain that to me, how?
I can't hear you, Jesse.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, say that again.
I said, if anyone can explain to me for the time that it happened, how they were able to do that with what they had, you can't tell me they didn't have, the technology, might even more than what we have now, because we can barely do that.
Exactly.
So it's very odd.
Yeah, Mad Max already happened, okay? and now this is the new civilization sense. And I think that it's a cycle that repeats itself. We are constantly being hit with, we grow into a society and we grow our technology, and then either there's like a natural disaster, cataclysmic event, or we end up destroying ourselves, and then we start all over, and it's a cycle that just continues over and over and over again.
The monoliths, what's that?
Oh,
the monoliths in the middle of the country. I'm not familiar.
There was actually these chrome monoliths that were just appearing like out in the middle of nowhere. Now, I believe it was some sort of art installation, but there are like monoliths that do exist. And I think the whole idea of that was to raise awareness of this.
During COVID?
Yeah, this was during COVID.
Yeah, we love TikTok Shop.
We love
entertainment
TikTok
purposes
Shop.
only.
But yeah, there were these monoliths. They were chrome, and they were just appearing in random places. And they were saying it was like the Anunnaki. They were saying it was like all kinds of different, conspiracies behind it.
Like the alien thing?
Yeah. I think it was an art installation, to be honest with you. Like, people
but the
were
problem
cooped
is
up in their homes. They had nothing better to do.
We wanted to do, I know.
Go out and do something without being seen because nobody's out of their house.
So one of the things in my chat is, hey, the conspiracy theory XRP is being pushed to people that don't pay attention to XRP. XRP is the fake out, NFA.
Jesse, can you look this up?
Yeah.
He says the Antikythera mechanism.
Okay, you're going to have to spell that one for me.
Antikythera mechanism. Antikythera mechanism.
I'll take mine with the lime and Corona. Same, brother. Same. Make 2 and a shot of tequila. I like where this is going.
Yeah, you know what?
For entertainment purposes only.
Moodang. What is Moodang? Is that like
a mechanism?
Coin?
Okay, so the mechanism he's talking about is, let me open this one, is an ancient Greek mechanical device, often considered the world's first analog computer designed to predict astronomical positions and eclipses decades in advance. It came out, around 150 to 100 BC.
There you
discovered in 1901.
Interesting.
Wow. Do they still have any of the pieces to show that?
Right. Well, they found batteries in like the Egyptian pyramids. They're made of clay and they have like an anode, and then they're filled with like lemon juice or something like that. And they produce electricity.
Interesting. But like the actual mechanism, like have they ever found that, or it's just a theory?
That sounds like some Tomb Raider Lara Croft shit.
A little bit.
They have the original, but they can't rebuild
it's not
it.
out of the.
So they have the
That's not
original.
out of the
They can't remake it. We don't have the technology, and that's what I'm talking about.
So that's what I'm saying.
Post-apocalyptic world.
They had the technology, but we don't. That don't make no sense.
Are you eating? I'm gonna start calling you Caveman. Caveman is always eating during his life.
Listen, if you're gonna have me here for 4 hours, I need food because I'll die. They were natural batteries. I believe that too. Oh no, you're good, AB. They can remake it, just don't want the public to know. And I think that also has something to do with it. They don't want people to know they were smart as they are.
That
because
might be part
then
of it.
It'll poke holes in their stories of history and civilization and BC, AD. They don't want any of that interfered with, because people don't even want to accept that there was life on the planet, 1 million years ago.
Okay, let the record show. I told Jessie she didn't have to work today. Jessie, you did not have to work today. She chose to come on. 'Twas her choice.
I haven't been myself. I've had some issues, but I thought this would help, Oz and myself, and you know, when you make commitments, you keep them. So
I appreciate that, but
should have probably
I'm
not
nothing
been
and no
here.
one.
And well, to us and the staff, you're a lot, and we appreciate you. So
Oh,
I think
thank
this
you.
is the very least I could do.
Thank you for being here. What's up, Nico? Everybody tap the screen. Everybody hashtag FYP. Hashtag conspiracies of TikTok. Hashtags all around.
Entertainment purposes only.
Yeah. Hashtag entertainment purposes only. Everybody tapping away. Thank you guys for the support. Gifts are great, but the taps and the FYPs and everything, that's the way to go. Nico, thank you for the popular vote
love
and
TikTok.
the heart me. Daniel, thank you for the heart me. Rabbit, thank you for the heart me. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, we figured we'd do some TA today and just, I've seen the news. I saw the, you know, the first show, nothing really happening, just all for show, all of it. And we need a break from it. It's too much. And there's nothing really coming about it. There's no news. It's just fluff. So, you know what? We're going to be silly today and talk about stuff that, for entertainment purposes only, that, you know, I'm interested in, and I'm sure other people are. Everyone has a conspiracy that they believe in. Not one person doesn't. That would be insane. You can't believe that everyone's batting 1,000. But there's also TA, so if you need that, you know, hop in Oz's live to get it.
All right, so TA on DGen. This looks... It looks like it might be gearing up for an upward move. It's kind of winding up, you know, and so I would say this thing wants to push up. We're getting higher highs, higher lows. Today is a down day. I have the green light on, okay? And see, people forget this, okay? That these big moves take time to play out. So most of these predictions I'm throwing out, they're going to play out in the next week, couple weeks, maybe a month. Is this GOAT coin? No, this is not GOAT coin. This is the degenerate coin. Degen coin. Let me tell you something about Degen coin, okay? Like, the hype is past on it. But it still looks like it wants to move upward. But I don't think it does anything too crazy. Resistance is at 005. And it looks like the next move is going to be even less, 004. And then it'll decide whether it's going to break upward or downward. So you need to watch out to see if it breaks past 003 on the way down or 005 on the way up. If it breaks out from there, then it's going to make a strong move in either direction. This is Degen. What do you mean base? Like on Coinbase? This is the right chart, right? But yeah, I would wait on this one because this is a meme coin, isn't it? Like, so it being a meme coin, it looks pretty dang dead to me. It looks dead.
Unalive?
It looks
F1 in the
unalived.
chat.
Unalived coin.
Not financial advice.
It's working for me. Degen is? I like meme coins that I know aren't going anywhere. Pudgy Penguins, it ain't going in. Fart Coin, it ain't going in. You know, Rismus is going to be over by Christmas. All right? That's what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry, what?
Rismus. There's a Rismus
Oh,
coin.
you gotta be joking.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
Oh
I'm
my
actually...
God.
Look at the diamond bottom on Fartcoin. It is textbook, in the words of TikTok seller. This is so textbook, it doesn't get any more. And I called this one out days and days ago. Remember, chat? I told you this was going to be a diamond bottom, and it's huge. So this is going up to 31 cents. I think it goes right here. $1.30. $1.30, baby, is where this one's headed. And I just keep buying.
Hey,
the
he
dips
saw
on
it
this one.
before you called it out, so he wins.
Who did?
He wins. You know who did.
Who did?
I saw it before he called it out, so I win. Who else would say that, bruh?
Oh my God. Probably either TikTok seller or Big Baller.
TikTok seller.
Yep.
He was right, though. I remember the conversation. I saw it, bruh.
Hey, TikTok seller is GOAT trained, okay? My boy is GOAT trained. He sees the charts the way I do now. And I've been teaching him that in the TA classes. My guy picks up stuff quick, all right? And if you're not in the TA class, okay, y'all need to get with it, man, because we are printing money. Printing it. It pays for itself. Invest in yourself. Big Baller says XCN. Big Baller, you're cut off. No more for you. Just kidding.
I'm slowly improving, but very solid. I agree. You're doing awesome, TikTok seller. Like, we're so proud of you.
I am so proud of him. Big Baller's doing good too. Like, he's not even taking the class. He's just picking up on what I'm putting down and doing it in his own way, and he's doing well. All right, so XCN. I mean, it's definitely made a move. It's coming back for the retest. The question is will it break through on the retest? And I would say this is a nice double bottom. It could be forming right here. That would send it up to minimum 0.2275. But let me go into a lower time frame first and get confirmation that that is the direction it's headed up here. So, I don't know. I think it wants to come back down first, but it's a small move, okay? But we came up, we wicked hard, we drove back down. We're coming up for the retest. I think it's getting rejected. We're seeing a heavy wick on the top here. So it should come down to fill this fair value gap at 0.135 to 0.125. That sounds about right. Oh no, we lost Jesse. Jesse, come back.
No, you didn't.
You could blame
I'm right
it
here.
all on me.
Okay, a little less when you do that, but
There
yeah.
was something
I'm right here.
in everything about you.
That was unnecessary. I was sharing the live.
Oh, okay. I shall forgive you. I think this one's getting rejected. Big Baller, I would say keep an eye on it. Wait for it to break out from where it hit that wick and see if it breaks past it. If not, then it should reject and fill those lower spots before it does make a nice upward movement. Diane V says, nice voice. I got the pipes. Chat has spoken.
Please don't lie. Like, then we have to listen to him sing, and we know we want our day to start off great. We don't want him, busting out Mariah Carey in the office.
Okay, so this one's fulfilled. This double bottom. This is fulfilled. So now what we need to do is look at the structure. It kind of looks like a bull flag. Not really. I'm not buying it. Let me go into the 1 hour here and see. So it's in a consolidation. Okay. It is about to make a move upward here, it looks like. But this heavy back and forth swing, it means it's in indecision. So ARB, we don't know what it's going to do. We need to wait for verification of a breakout, wait for a pattern. But I do see a pattern. I do see a cup and handle. So that should take it up to, I would say probably, let me zoom out here. So it wants to go to the next point, and that would be like 063 to 065. That's where this one should be headed. So this one looks bullish. Everything looks bullish. And everyone's like, oh, you were wrong because it came down a little bit yesterday. Hear me out, chat. We are chasing red candles. Okay? So if I have the green light on, it's usually right before a red day where it's going to dip and you're going to have a buy opportunity. Like, it's not rocket science. Right? Let's see. Oh, brother, another chart analyst. I would say probably the best chart analyst. The chat has spoken. Okay? I am on point. So, if you are like, oh, brother, another chart analyst, I get it. You have been hurt. Who hurt you? Okay? Who hurt you? I understand you have been hurt. But everybody here in my chat, we printing money every single day. What coin is this? This is ARB. I just want to know who hurt you. Let me at them. All right? But I'll tell you what, you send me a follow and you keep watching here and you'll be like, oh, not another analyst, the analyst. Okay?
Okay,
oh, yeah.
Take it down a notch.
ETH looks
take
bullish.
It down a notch.
ETH looks bullish as hell. Oh, yeah. That's what I want to see. ETH looks bullish. ETH's about to make a big move here. Looks like we found support here, which is beautiful. There is a fair value gap here all the way down to 39.37, maybe 4,000. Okay, but it hasn't been filling those fair value gaps. It's been making new highs. So I would say that this one is primed for a new all-time high. We hodl and never sell here.
That's not,
no, that's not it. That ain't it. All right. We are profit-taking degenerates here. Okay. We are scalping, swing trading, pulling liquidity from the market, money grabbing goats. All right. We are killing it over here. While everybody's hodling, hoping for their little percentage or their moon, whatever, we've already been to the moon and back a couple trips. You know, that's the
literally or crypto-wise?
Both.
Both.
What?
No.
Yeah, I got a rocket ship in the back here.
Nuh-uh. We never, ever
We've never
went
been
to
to the moon. I'm trying to take the next ride. Hey, then send me a follow. Or become a subscriber. Join the TA class, guys. Somebody in the TA class, chime in the chat. Let people know that there is no one else in crypto that is doing it like we're doing it. And so accurate, baby. Like, it's kind of phenomenal how accurate we are. Everyone says we're like 95, 97% accurate.
I know.
I'm a little more conservative. I say like 90.
Yeah, you just promoted 3 things back to back to back.
Yeah, we're money printing goats over here.
Money print.
Yeah, get on the Discord, guys. We are having so much fun there. Jesse?
It's mostly just us roasting Josh.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
It's all fun. It's all fun. Like,
Yeah, we love
it's a
Josh.
fun time.
I
Yeah.
absolutely love Josh, and it's great how we were able to actually, you know, like somewhat educate him and help him, because he was hodling, you know, he was hodling. He's got some big bags, you know, he's been hodling, and I was finally able to get through to him and explain to him how trading and taking the TA class is going to make him so much more money. And now he's like, dude, I should have been doing this all along. I'd be up over 500% right now. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't need a moonshot. You just need the volatility, and that's what we got. We got a trader's dream laying in front of us right now.
Yeah, but
He
there's
needs
some of
the
us
first
that just
class,
aren't
what bro's
comfortable.
doing. He's being cheap, but don't worry. He'll figure it out.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
I'm cheap too. I get it. And that's why he's got big bags, because he's cheap. I get it. But definitely you want to get in those first classes, because those are the ones where I explain the strategy on seeing the patterns before they form and taking a more aggressive trade. And you're just going to do phenomenal, man. Like, oh my God. Scotty Dog, what's going on? I am doing well. Yeah, Revolution's here. Say hi, Revolution. Scotty Dog says hi.
Hi, Revolution.
There you go. Perfect.
Hi, Scotty. No, I won't see. And you have the Moon Man. This has been a heated conversation in my household about landing on the moon, which I don't think ever happened because we never did it again. And with the technology and real-time lives that came from the moon that day, we can't even do that now. There's a pause.
Who put the camera on the moon that filmed the first guy walking on the moon? Who was holding that camera?
And they filmed both of them. Who? I don't think they thought anybody was going to look into it as hard as people did now. And we're looking at it into like, wait a second, that doesn't make any sense. I know, Hollywood guy. That's all it was. But my oldest, though, wait. My oldest, though, like, I don't believe it happened. And then my oldest is like, what if it did? And then people told you your whole life what you did was fake. And that, I was like, okay, that's a good point. That would hurt my feelings. But I'm like, show me your data. Stanley Kubrick. Okay, I got to look that up.
I will tell you.
Sorry,
this.
go ahead.
We were losing the space race. Bad. And losing the space race would have meant losing the Cold War. Okay? So we had to create a way to win. So we cheated.
That's right. Stanley Kubrick is the one who filmed the moon landing.
Right.
And they
did it in
couldn't tell
Hollywood.
him ever again. Yeah.
It was filmed at like...
And they never told him what to do.
It was filmed at Universal Studios.
Wow. I think
Why
it's
do you
a
think
hard
it's
one
called
to-
Universal Studios? And why do you think their logo is the Earth?
That's stretching it, but I get how people could make that jump.
I mean, come on. I used to work on the back lot, okay? At Universal Studios. I used to wave at the people driving by on the tram ride. You know, hey, you know. I'm the guy over there at the craft service table macking down on a cheeseburger. All right? And I'll tell you this. That studio, you can create anything. Even in the 50s.
Who took over MGM and rebranded?
Didn't Disney?
No. Oh,
Mother
she
Dragons.
said Stanley.
Hello. We were just
Hi,
talking
Mother.
about you.
She said that Stanley Kubrick, excuse me, his contract made it so the studio couldn't ever edit his film. He had completely artistic, when they have artistic control of over everything. And it's because everyone deduced it down that he filmed the moon landing, and for him to stay quiet, they couldn't tell him what to do.
let's look at Toshi. Sorry.
Meme?
Yeah. G-Rod. My apologies. My apologies. Toshi looks bullish. We have an inverted head and shoulders kind of thing right here, but we're creating higher highs, higher lows. So, and it's just keeps repeating itself. Toshi's about to go. And it's going to... That's a good question. Where is it going to? Right? Okay. Toshi is going to 0.001. Amazon took over MGM. By the way, I'm pretty bullish on everything right now. Okay? And we had a little bit of a pullback. Okay, listen to me. 5%, 10% is nothing. Is not a movement in the market. Okay? We're looking for 20, 25% or more movements here, right? That's what we want. We need to cover our gas fees. TikTok seller says 139. Hey, they are not in the class. They don't know what you're talking about. Pengu, that one I'm going to do for free. You don't even have to be a subscriber for me to do Pengu. I got my little pudgy penguin right here. Pengu. What are you doing? You smoking them tweets?
I had to sneeze. Next time I'll sneeze directly into the mic.
Check out my
it's
Pengu
gross.
chart. I don't have a penguin emoji, so I put a goat. Because this chart is goated. Okay, I think that this thing's going to take off at least to 0.035. Okay, but it could potentially go more. And if it doesn't, and it gets rejected there and it comes back, then it's forming a head and shoulders. And it's coming down to fill this fair value gap. Either probably more like right here, 0.247. But I don't think it will. Like the sentiment and the everything behind it, I just don't feel like Pudgy Penguin is going to be coming down to fill these fair value gaps soon. But the lowest it's ever going to go for a long time is going to be 0.01. You still bullish on STX? I'm bullish on STX and SXT. But let's look at the chart. I'm bullish in them as far as like the project of what they do, right? So STX gives Bitcoin utility. That's bullish as hell. But what does the chart say? Let's find out. Dang, STX. Don't break my heart, STX.
I bought at the bottom.
I'm still bullish on it because it has this double bottom that never filled yet. So it should get a shot up here to at least $1.20.
Yeah, I think it's going to shoot up. That one is the only one of my the ones that I hold that has never gone into the red. It always stays green. No matter whatever the market is doing, that one stays green because I bought low.
ENA. Oh yeah, ENA is about to take off, guys. Okay, look, I got the rocket ship here. ENA is about to pump hard. Let's see. Let's measure. Yeah, ENA is going to $1, baby. ENA to $1. It might fall a little short, like 0.99. Okay, but yeah, that ENA is going to $1. Come on, get out of here. Look
if
at that.
Ethereum goes up, that one's going to go up too.
Yeah. Athena, baby, let's go. I'm so bullish on this one. If you see me pull up the chart and you see an emoji on it, okay, as long as it's not a crying face, this thing is bullish. And this is why I put the emojis, so that I can have proof when you guys call me that twas right. Twas right. Yeah, this is hella bullish. Tyrone, thank you for the follow. Don't forget to follow Mother Dragons. Thank you for all the gifts. Scotty Dog, thank you for the gifts. Jesus, Oscar, Daniel, Nico, Alexa, Big Baller, Fredrum. Thank you guys. Nick,
thank
you for the subscription. Nick Beamer subscribed. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Subscribe to my community. Get one-on-one coaching and TA from me on demand during the weekdays, Monday through Friday, or you can hit me up on the weekend and I'll do it for a donation. Oh my God, I forgot to answer you. I forgot to follow you. You answered my question. No problem. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. And by the way, if you're following me and you want the TA, you can become a deluxe subscriber and you can message me and I will TA any project for you on demand. Just let me know. And I'll shoot you a TA on anything you like, because I can't be live all the time, right? So totally worth it. Pays for itself. And if you want to learn to TA, I teach a TA class. SEI. Jesse, what do you think of SEI?
I already made money off of it, so... And then it went up and it came back down. So I bought at the bottom, I sold at the top.
I would say it's an ascending, broadening wedge here, which is bearish. But that doesn't mean that it won't pump out of it. But this is a bearish pattern, and so is this. If it dies right now and unalives itself, then it's an inverted, or excuse me, it's a head and shoulders, and it's coming down to 0.21, 0.22.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a layer 1 and, fast or whatever, but it's built on the Cosmos SDK, and I won't touch anything from that just because it doesn't seem to work out well. So I stay away from those kind of projects. So when I saw it top out, I was like, I need to get out now because it was going to tank, and did. I mean, it came up a little bit, but it wasn't worth the wait. I was too worried that people were going to pull out of it.
Oh boy, chat. I got one in here. You're not going to like this, but Dogecoin prediction, dog coins are dead. That's my prediction. But that doesn't mean that it won't move still, because y'all are still in the dog land. So let me pull up Dogecoin for you.
People still own Doge?
I got to do EOS because they're subscribers. If you're a subscriber, you get priority. So sorry if you're Eric and Dagmanosaur. I think that's how you pronounce it. And Trixie Pinks. Trixie's Pink. Oh, that sounds provocative. I have to give priority to subscribers. So I do apologize. Danny. I feel bullish on this one. I'm bullish on it. However, it looks like it's a short-term bullish up to 0.057. And what it's doing is it's making a bear flag here. So as you can see, we have here and here. So we've got a bear flag. So that could send it down to a new all-time low, because it's massive. So I would say probably 3.5 cents. It could hit 40 cents and bounce up from there. But it does look bearish. However, everything seems bullish to me, and everything kind of moves together. So it could break itself out of it. But it needs a strong break of structure before I lean any other direction on this thing. So we need to see this thing pump past 64 cents. And then that would be confirmation of it moving and breaking structure. Catcoin. Is that CAT or KAT? Because I know there's two cat coins. And then there's also like Fat Cat. It's got a great all-time high. I don't think that it will see an all-time high, though. You have to understand, Danny, that the liquidity is more spread out than it's ever been. So, in my opinion, the alt season is going to be a bit lackluster, and a lot of people are going to end up holding their bags and round tripping them because they're not going to perform as expected, because there's just more projects than there's ever been, and they're showing that there's not new people coming into crypto. There's not new money coming in. So, like, yeah, we'll have money outflow from Bitcoin, but I would even say that a lot of the money that would normally outflow out of Bitcoin probably won't flow out of as much this time either, because people are holding it so tightly. So I do think that we get an alt season because that's what people will create. You know, this should all be random, but because we all agree on certain things, it becomes reality. So we get an alt season, but I believe that it will be lackluster. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's face melting prices, and that's why I like to DCA out just in case. But I will have a strong and aggressive exit strategy very early on in crypto, and I'll trade it on the way down, because if it goes parabolic, then I'm still in it. But I like to trade it, not hodl.
Do you remember what we were talking about in Discord?
What?
That people who XRP, BTC, these coins are going to be old technology. Nobody wants to hear that. Everyone wants, that's fine.
Right.
Everyone is allowed to their opinion. But one of the points I was making is Apple, people are like, oh, Ripple. Okay, Ripple makes other things besides XRP. Now, will Ripple Labs be around? Of course, creating new things. But like Apple makes iPhone, makes the AirBuds, makes Beats, makes Mac computers. But every year you get something new that's pretty and shiny, so you get rid of the old thing to get rid of the new, more exciting, faster running, better quality thing. So people need to get out of the idea that there's a one and all, and that that as new projects come out, new coins come out, it's gonna be better than the old ones. And the sneaky way that they're hiding the Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto, whoever you want to call it, you know, obviously not financial advice, and Ripple hiding XRP and unknown wallets, all sounds like a rug pull.
Yeah.
Okay, I know people don't want to hear that, but that's what it sounds like, you know. And I'm not saying that for all across the board, but when we have newer coins, newer technology, you're going to go with the new one, not the old one that's slower. You're going to get a new car, not keep the old one that can't throw air conditioning. You're always going to upgrade. And people need to understand that. Like, and people really need to, like, oh, they're going to have XRP till 2030. It might not even be there. It might have been already dead by then. Am I saying that it's not possible? No, anything is possible. The world is chaos.
It'll serve some
but not
purpose,
what people think.
But not replacing the banking system. Not replacing Swift. Because, like, we literally have Cubic right now, which is faster and no fees.
Yes.
So...
And that outranks Ripple. Yeah. You know, that's what I'm saying. The more we progress, the better the technology, the better the coins, and everything else is gonna... No one wants the Geo Metro anymore. Everyone wants the Camaro. And that's just not me making that up. That's just the reality of what life is and how human psychology and how humans are like, oh, I need the new shiny thing. So just please keep that in mind as you invest and what you are investing into.
Yeah. You know, let's just throw security out the window, right? And let's just say that because everyone's XRP'd out because of its speed and its cost, right? So if that's the main factors is speed and cost, okay, then why would they not go with the faster network with zero fees?
That's what I mean.
Why would they not use Cubic? Why would they not use HBAR? They're faster and less fees. Cubic is literally zero trading fees. Zero. Hey, Eve, how you doing?
Oh, yeah. Hi, Eve. I see you. Sorry.
Can we do a welfare check on Ethereum? I just did Ethereum. Ethereum looks good. Ethereum's about to pump, baby.
So are coins connected to it, by the way.
Yeah. Athena, though, looks way more bullish than Ethereum.
But they're connected.
Yeah, they're connected. They look identical. Ethereum and Athena both look identical.
Here's one thing I noticed. And this is obviously, I don't do TA or anything like that. But when you see those bigger ones, the ones that like Ethereum, ADA, and Cardano, see what coins, blockchain, layer, see which ones are attached, because more times than not, if that's going up, so are they. For whatever, like, I don't understand why that works that way, but I've noticed that with my own investments, that if one of them goes up, the rest of them follow.
The Rabid Drop Bear says, what is the best exchange to use if you're based in Australia? I do not recommend any exchanges, okay, because of what happened with FTX. What I would say is maybe subscribe to Jesse, and Jesse can do a fact check for you on different exchanges. But that's more her side. So that's Revolution Starts Now. She's the co-host. So if you want to send her a subscription, you can DM her and she can look into all that for you. I love how Kodak says, can we do a welfare check on Ethereum? Ethereum looks great. What are you talking about, welfare check? Ethereum is living and thriving. The Rabid Drop Bear, thank you for the dinos and the ice cream cones. I appreciate you. Yeah, I would, say where and what I'm using. I'm using pretty much every exchange, okay? So I'm spread out. Change your goal. I'm not asking for gifts anymore, Eve. I know you.
We're just here to hang out and let people know.
Yeah, if
what's being silly in TA, because you know what, the world's not great right now.
Yeah, if people want to send gifts, that's up to them. I'm not gonna be. I've been given too much hate for asking for gifts or putting up the goals, and I know like you really wanted me to push all of that. But I don't want to do it. I feel like if people want to give to the show, they will.
And if not, click the button.
Yeah.
Clickety click.
Yeah. And if not, just tap away or subscribe. Your subscription is really where it's at, because then I can TA for you on demand anytime. Become a subscriber. Let me help you. Let me coach you. Let me TA for you. Or join the Discord and get in the TA class. Let me teach you how to TA. I want to follow her too. She's got good knowledge, but how? So just click on her, on the thing where it says her name, Revolution, and then you can switch over to her side of the live. And then you can follow her. Chat, I told you guys, Eve's the one that wants me to beg for gifts. I really don't care. I want the taps. I want the views. Look, we got 44 people viewing right now. This is awesome. We're finally breaking out of the banana.
You know why?
XTZ.
Because we're not talking about sad news anymore, and I think maybe we need to branch out from that for a while and just for entertainment purposes only talk about the stuff no one wants to talk about because it's odd or weird. Because honestly, it's fun to hear everyone's thought process on a lot of this stuff and why they think the way they do.
XTZ. What exchange is that on? Because I do not see it, brother. Oh, wait. Bitfix? Is this the right one? Is this it? TikTok seller? It's on everything? All right, this is it.
Yes.
This looks good to me, bro. I would even maybe say that's a bull flag. Maybe, but look, it's shown this before. Where it does this shoot up and then it comes down and consolidates and it drops. It's kind of showing that, and that's a cycle. That's kind of what the cycles do. They drop down, they come back like this, and they shoot up again. It's very normal to see. So we need to see it kind of break out. But I mean, kind of, it's a bull flag. I would say not, because look at these antennae here. This one could be dead skis.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That was really sweet.
This could be Tadunskis.
Oh, I didn't even know how to go. Oh, snap.
I don't know. I'm too unsure on this one. Yeah, keep looking. You want that flat line. Okay? Where it's just flat line dead, like a dead meme coin, right? But something with utility. Jammer says easy 5x. On which one? I'll look it up for you since nobody else is. AIOT. Is this it? Is this the right one? OK Zoo? Oh, that was it. All right. Yeah, that looks good, but it looks like it's probably done. It looks toasty to the mosty. I mean, it hasn't really gone back to retest the rejection. It could keep going. It just started. Yeah, it's the one day, but that's pretty unhealthy market movement. What goes up must come down. But yeah, it could.
Always does.
It could keep going. It is a doji candle right now with more buy pressure up than down. But, and we've had hefty wicks like that where it just took off again. So I would say, you know, you're going to want to take profits on this thing if you got in at 68 cents. You know, there's no shame in taking profits. Right? No shame. DCA out of this thing. That's what I would start doing now. I would be looking to get out, and if it just starts coming down, cut it. I just realized my camera was off. All right, I do have a little bit of news. Should we read the news real quick?
Okay.
Just looking for profits, airdrops, and stakings. Yeah, dude, I mean, you know, DCA out on this one is not financial advice. 100% profits are yay. Yeah. All right, let's take a little listen to.
SEC pushes back decisions on Truth Social, Solana, XRP crypto ETFs. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has delayed rulings on 3 high-profile crypto exchange-traded funds, ETFs, extending review deadlines into October. In notices filed August 18th, the agency set new decision dates of October 8th for NYSE, Arca's Truth Social Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF, October 16th for 21 shares in Bitwise's Solana ETFs, and October 19th for the 21 shares Core XRP Trust. The Truth Social Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF, submitted on June 24th, is structured as a commodity-based trust holding Bitcoin,
the official creator
BTC,
for Solana
and Ether,
is coming on the
ETH,
show.
Directly and issuing shares backed by those assets. While branded under U.S. President Donald Trump's Truth Social platform, it functions like other spot Bitcoin and Ether ETFs already on the market. Cboe BZX also seeks approval for the first U.S. spot Solana ETFs through filings from 21 Shares and Bitwise. These products would hold Solana, SOL, tokens, and give investors a secure way to gain exposure to Solana's price performance. A separate application from 21 Shares aims to launch the Core XRP Trust, designed to hold XRP and track its market value. First filed in February and later amended, the trust was approaching its 180-day deadline on Wednesday before the SEC granted itself an additional 60 days to review. Related, U.S. regulator considers simplified path to market for crypto ETFs. October shaping up as a big month for ETF rulings. The most recent ETF extensions are not out of the ordinary. The SEC has been filing ETF extensions all summer, and many of them are shaping up to be decided on this fall. In March, Cointelegraph reported that the SEC had delayed decisions on multiple altcoin ETF proposals, including products tied to XRP, Litecoin, and Dogecoin. Among them was CoinShares' application for a spot Litecoin ETF, which would hold LTC directly and issue shares backed by the token. Cointelegraph noted that the SEC's extension placed its deadline in the same cluster of fall reviews as other altcoin filings. Separately, the SEC extended its review of Bitwise's request to allow in-kind creations and redemptions for its spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. Now slated for September, that decision would determine whether investors can exchange ETF shares directly for the underlying crypto rather than cash. The SEC often uses its full extension periods to evaluate new products and collect public feedback. Bloomberg ETF analyst James Seyffert wrote in a post on X on May 20th that the SEC typically takes the full time to respond to a 19B4 filing. He added that almost all of these filings have final due dates in October, and an early decision would be out of the norm.
Anything that gets pushed that hard and is trying to entice you.
See $3.75
Even
billion
Sirens did that, and
inflows.
how did that work
BlackRock
out?
dominates as
Just
ETF
saying.
funds grow in popularity. The U.S. market now counts a
would've
dozen
loved being
spot
a
Bitcoin
siren.
ETFs,
That sounds like
several
fun.
Ether products, and a growing roster of applications for Solana, XRP,
like a
and other tokens. Globally,
mermaid.
over 100 crypto-related ETFs are listed. BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin
We have
Trust
to
dominates
talk
the field, with more
over
than
the
$87 billion
article.
in assets under management,
Otherwise, it's copyright
AUM.
infringement.
Its scale,
We have to give
liquidity, and
context.
brand
I know.
strength have set it apart,
That's what I just did.
drawing the bulk
I know,
of
chat
flows
was
while
saying two
rivals remain
voices at
far
once.
smaller. U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF assets.
Oh,
Source,
fine, I'll be quiet. My bad.
CoinMarketCap. Magazine. Bitcoin ETFs make Coinbase a honeypot for hackers and governments. Trezor CEO.
So yeah, ETFs in October. I think they're coming. I think they're coming. I really do.
What do they have to gain for ETFs being what they are?
Massive inflow, and then shorts, and then the bull runs over.
So they're just, explain to me, like I'm 5, why this is useful in any way. How does it help people? How does it grow people's portfolio? And how is it not just a scheme? Explain to me like I'm 5.
ETAs or ETFs are like a way that people can just buy crypto into their portfolio. So it's a way that they can diversify into crypto more easily. That's why. So it'll be more liquidity coming into the market.
Okay, and how many new people are going to know about this? Or what it is?
Yeah, they're going to know. It's the talk of the town. The problem is big money does not want to make risky investments. There are some, but those that are, on the whole adoption is happening right now. XCN passed the zone. Let's go. All right, dude, that's good. Then I say bullish. I think everything's bullish, to be honest with you right now. The green light's on. Everything's going to be bullish. Another crypto exchange files for an IPO. Gemini, founded by Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss, have filed for a U.S. IPO after rivals Circle and Bullish staged blockbuster debuts. So Gemini Trust, the crypto exchange funded by the billionaire twins Tyler and Cameron, has filed for the U.S. initial public offering, positioned itself to become the third publicly traded digital asset exchange after Coinbase and Bullish. The filing, published August 15th, revealed that Gemini's revenue fell in the first half of 2025, while its net losses winded, underscoring both the challenges and opportunities of going public is still a volatile industry. Yes, this is a fundraiser. So if a company is going public, it means they're probably not doing well, and they need the public's money to continue. So pump and dump. This is the meme coins of the stock exchanges IPOs, okay? They're fundraisers. They pump really hard and then they dump really hard. So yeah, there's a bunch of money that can be made, and that's why they run so hard. And a lot of people, they hodl, and they get left holding the bag on this one. Somebody's got to be left holding the bag.
That's true.
Gemini taps Ripple for credit line ahead of IPO. CNBC World Crypto. Let's watch it. They're hurting for money. Gemini is hurting for money.
Make sure you
people.
talk over. I wasn't allowed to.
Oh, yeah.
Today, Bitcoin and Ether tumbled to begin the week. The crypto program viewed as anti-crypto, and Caitlin Long, the CEO of Custodia Bank, which is based in Wyoming, sits down with us at the Wyoming Blockchain Symposium to discuss regulatory developments for crypto. Welcome to CNBC's Crypto World. I'm Talia Kaplan here in Jackson Hole for the second annual Wyoming Blockchain Symposium. Attendance doubled this year amid a more crypto-friendly administration and progress for crypto on Capitol Hill. Now, this event is taking place the same week as the annual Jackson Hole Economic Policy Symposium hosted by the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City. And this year, 2 members of the Fed will attend this conference. They include Christopher Waller, member of the Board of Governors of the Fed, and Michelle Bowman, Vice Chair of Supervision of the Board of Governors of the Fed. Also in attendance this year, many industry executives, lawmakers, and regulators, including SEC Chair Paul Atkins, who will be addressing the audience tomorrow morning. We'll have more on the Wyoming Blockchain Symposium in just a bit, but first let's get a check of the markets. Crypto prices in the red to kick off the week as heightened macro concerns triggered more than $500 million in forced selling of long positions. As of noon Eastern, Bitcoin fell less than 2% to $116,200 after falling as low as $114,700 at
We
one
need a
point.
wellness check on
This
XRP.
after touching a new all-time high last week, its fourth one this year. Ether dropped nearly 5%, but still traded above $4,300.
5%.
And XRP fell 3.8% to $3.
That's a little baby
Both
move.
Bitcoin and Ether rolled over after higher than expected
Yeah,
July
but they make it
wholesale
seem like it's the
inflation
end of the
data
world.
Raised concerns over a Fed
They
rate
just want
cut
to
in
go down
September.
more so they can buy
Also,
more.
profit taking from investors sparked a wave of liquidations across the crypto
I
market.
see that and I'm like, oh,
Taking
okay,
a quick look
let's-
at a crypto-focused stock,
buy some.
Tom Lee's Ether company BitMine dropped more than 2%. The move lower came after the Bitcoin miner that pivoted to an Ether treasury strategy notified the SEC in a filing that it was doubling down on its stock sale program in an effort to raise up to $20 billion to buy more ETH. Okay, let's talk about the top stories. Crypto platform Gemini entered a credit agreement with Ripple Labs. A Friday SEC filing reveals Gemini can initially borrow up to $75 million with the option to decrease or increase the amount to up to $150 million.
100K
Requests made
likes,
beyond that
let's
cap
go.
may be made with Ripple's stablecoin. The credit line will bear an interest rate of up to 8.5%. Now, this comes after Gemini, founded by the Winklevoss twins, confidentially filed for an IPO back in June. The same filing from Friday reveals the platform's mid-year total liabilities were more than $2 billion. Next, the Federal Reserve is shifting its supervision practices on crypto. On Friday, it announced the board decided to toss what it called novel activities, a practice it used to supervise banks on certain crypto and fintech activities. The Fed says since that program was implemented, quote, the board has strengthened its understanding of those activities, related risks, and bank risk management practices. Friday's announcement says supervision of those activities will fall under the standard supervisory processes. All right, back to the Wyoming Blockchain Symposium for our main story. This morning, I sat down with Caitlin Long, founder and CEO of
Stop
Custodia
shilling
Bank,
Cardano.
which specializes in crypto and is based here in Wyoming. We discussed the Fed's shifting stance on crypto, as well as
Love
bank-issued stablecoins, especially now that the Genius Act stablecoin regulation bill was
Why
signed.
can't we
Right.
hear on your live?
Enough of that.
I know.
Yo,
Stop
what's
shilling
up,
coins.
Morgan Brittle? I'm not shilling coins. I'm holding a coin. It's a pretty
Did you
coin.
not just put a water bottle in the thing over and over this whole show?
You talking about this?
No?
Is that what you're talking about?
yeah,
Or
there it
was
is.
it this?
Mm-hmm.
Was it this? This is so
No,
pretty.
the water bottle was more prevalent.
You know what? I probably shouldn't do this, but I have to. Oh. It's so pretty.
Just so you know, this is what I have to deal with. Just to,
This is so pretty. Missed the days when it was 10. I knew. It's so pretty. Did someone say their DCA on Doge? Did I ever do Doge? I think I forgot to do it, huh?
I didn't realize people still held on to it. That's why I didn't think it was serious.
Or I think he asked for my thoughts on it. I don't know if he asked for TA. I'll TA real quick.
Oh my god, I'm gonna buy it before it's too late.
I did
Oh,
it.
you guys are...
Oh, yeah. Doge looks like everything else. Here's the thing is,
Thank you, guys.
dog coins are dead, but at the same time, people need it to pump, so it will. It kind of looks like a cup and handle thing, but it's not. It's a double bottom that fulfilled perfectly.
Thank you.
It's on a new pattern. Let's do a little wellness check on XRP. XRP looks like
You guys
Brad
don't
just
need to
went
call
to
it
town
that.
on this thing. Brad just went to town on your gains, guys. Brad is on
Sunday's
the
the
pole
drop.
right now. Brad is on the pole, throwing $100 bills. And David Schwartz is twerking in the background. And the money is flying around. They are just loving life right now and laughing at their holders. You've legally separated from XRP. And hear me out, guys, okay? XRP is going to do phenomenal things, okay? But it's not going to 11D, okay? And hodling is not the answer. The volatility is good. The way it shoots up like it does, and then they dump on it, and it brings it back down. It's a trader's dream, okay? It's beautiful. But the problem is because they dump on it the way they do, it's so heavily manipulated. It is hard to TA this thing. It is one of the hardest to TA out of all of them. I'm just like sick of it.
It's Ripple in general.
SXT shot
That's what
up
people
and
don't
fell
understand.
right back down. It was perfect. Nice. Yeah, SXT is like that. Okay? The reason why I like SXT is for trading, not for hodling. Mother Dragons, I'm talking to you. Okay?
You better leave her alone, bro.
I know, but I don't want her to get wrecked in the market. I'm trying to help her.
I held too. It didn't feel right, so we didn't do it.
I get it. And it'll do something. I hope it does a lot more. But it's very healthy movement, I'll tell you that much.
I got you.
I'm a little worried.
See,
I
I think it has another. I don't.
It is coming back down. This thing's coming back down to 7 cents. Oh, I'm gonna buy so much more. It'll probably drop to like 7 cents. Then take, unless this is one of those sweeps where they're just triggering stop losses right now before it makes a big move up. You look at the one. These are what I like. These candles right here. These moves. These are money. Maybe it's going to go. It's just consolidating right now is what it's doing. It's pretty much found its bottom. I'd say it's pretty much at the bottom. It's probably going to double bottom right now. And then come back up to 8. Maybe it shoots up to 9, 10. It's got a strong ceiling of 9.5 cents. What coin is that? This is SXT Space and Time. This one prints money. When it moves very violently.
It moves
very,
fast.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
It's a late bloomer, so you get like a bit of a heads up when the market moves. But you got to be careful with this one. This one is for trading. Right? This one is for trading. And it's so new. It's just like, man, I'll tell you what, you can trade between where it's at 8 cents and 9.5 cents and just make so much money. I don't think it's a Head and Shoulders. You know why? There's no fair value gap. I think it's just building a floor at 8 cents is what it's doing. It's building a floor. The days of buying it for 6.5 cents may be over. Yeah, there's nowhere to really fill on the downside. There's pretty much only upward side to fill on this one. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's going to do things this cycle, but this cycle, it's for trading. Next cycle, this is going to be a big winner for sure. And Big Baller's right. And that's why we found it. Remember, I said this is, you know, if you're trying to buy and accumulate XRP right now, SXT is in its accumulation phase. So in the middle of the bull run, this thing is one that we can buy and hodl, right? Or you can trade it and keep growing it, whatever. But this one is at its floor, right? Has nowhere to go but up. What's up, Josh? How you doing, Josh?
He must have heard us talking about him and he just appeared.
Yep. Speak of the devil and Josh will appear.
Nah, he's a good kid.
I love Josh, actually. Josh is on the Cardano train with me. Yeah.
And we're shilling again.
I'm not shilling. I like Cardano, and I'm allowed to like what
Can you
I like. They give me free
oh,
stuff.
that's true.
Let me tell you right now.
Can you
They give me
explain
free
to me what
stuff.
shilling is? Explain to me what shilling is. Great detail. Go ahead. I'll wait.
Promoting a coin, maybe?
Oh.
Chat, help me out. What is
just that
shilling?
coin?
Pretend like I'm 5. What is shilling a coin? I feel like Cardano is a better technology because it's not proof of work, it's proof of stake. You want to know why I'm so bullish on Cardano? Bitcoin is coming to the Cardano network, okay? There's a reason why I'm not just shilling it because they gave me a bunch of free stuff, okay? Yes, they gave me a bunch of free stuff, okay? But you know who I am. I'm about integrity. New all-time high for ADA this cycle. I think you're right. I'm about integrity, okay? But when I see something juicy, I'm not going to not talk about it. And there's something juicy. Bitcoin is coming to the Cardano network, okay? And Bitcoin will have utility because of the layer 2 that comes from Cardano.
So you believe Bitcoin has a future?
Absolutely.
You weren't saying that a couple months ago.
Well, things change. The layer 2 technology didn't exist
Because
a couple
you
months
got
ago.
because you got bought by Cardano.
No.
They
Cardano
bought
didn't-
you.
No, I found the technology. I just went out of my way to gather more Cardano goods because I liked it and I wanted to promote it because I believe in it now. The layer 2 that Cardano has created that gives Bitcoin utility is everything. That's what it's all been about. We've been saying that Bitcoin is a meme coin for how long? That's no longer the case. Visibility restricted.
18 and over. This is not financial advice for entertainment purposes only. This is why you have to keep saying it. I wasn't just being annoying for no reason. Ow, my bun hurts. Or bun, not bum, my whatever. What happened?
Take over for a minute.
Yeah, he was going to name the. Oh yeah, you know what happened is I ended up having to take the kittens because he had to go out. So now I have them at my house and my kids love it. I know it takes picture MVP help. They're a lot of work. They have to be
MVP.
bottle fed and.
If you're in the chat, help me.
And yeah, now they're my kittens and I will name them as I please. So I didn't realize bottle feeding kittens from birth was gonna be that much, but yeah. I mean, I have 5 other annoying children, so what's a couple more? You good, bro?
No.
'Cause I don't have anything on my side. That's why I always say, for entertainment purposes only, this is not financial advice. I
But
don't
what
do
did
that
I
because I'm
do?
crazy.
What if my
You
content was
keep-
unoriginal? I am the originator of creators.
How much longer till they eat solids? I don't know.
Oh
And
my
honestly,
god, viewership is dropping. No! Chat, don't leave.
How much longer? Okay, so I was going to ask that, and I looked it up. My kittens should already be eating nuts out of saucers, but they refuse. They only want the bottle. I don't know how to break them of that. And of course, I'm going to feed them the bottle because they're cute and little. Like, I don't I think they're using me. They're like, just give me the bottle, wench, and be quiet. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks now. I'm like, well, how much longer is this going on? Like, their eyes are open, they're running around. I know that's probably why. And that's why I was trying to address it and get it over with, but nobody ever listens to me. But yeah. Mother, if you have any great tips on that one, I cannot get them to drink out of a saucer. They refuse. They want to be swaddled and fed like they're babies. And it's been and they're like, nope, feed me, do what you're supposed to do. And I'm like, I think I'm being controlled, but I'm going to do whatever I can because I love all my animals.
Alexa, thank you for the roses.
It is exhausting.
Mia, thank you for the heart me. Alexa, thank you for the goats. And Crypto Guy with a heart me. Thank you very much, guys.
It is.
The suppression is
I know.
real.
I'm not going to say those. I don't know. Wonder who GGGA884 is. Give them. Yeah. Fran, do your thing.
I think I need to rebrand.
Yeah. Think you need to rebrand? Why?
Yeah, Oz the Crypto Penguin. I think I'm going to rebrand to the Crypto Penguin. Because it seems like the goat is under attack. What's up, Jay? How you doing? I think maybe the appeal went through right now.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's just we had an issue. One of my friendly, beautiful ladies had an issue the other day with posting something, and they flagged some dumbness because we love TikTok Shop. And for the life of us, we could not figure out what it was and why. The reason it gave made no sense to what the post was. So, entertainment purposes only, it is going overboard. And the more it is being controlled by certain people, the worse it will get. Exactly. Yeah, that one. I'm not going to say it out loud, but yeah, that was it, which didn't make any sense because it had nothing to do with what we were doing.
Oz the Crypto Penguin.
No.
What do you think, chat? Kodak thinks it's good. I think if I rebranded that, maybe some of the haters would not know who I am and just go with.
It'd be the same account.
I know, it'd be the same account,
face.
but they wouldn't be looking for me, right? Because they're actively looking for me to come hate. Josh, thank you for the I Heart Yous. Drags, thank you for the roses. Alexa, thank you for the roses. You guys are awesome. Oh my god, Eve is calling me.
Ooh, you in trouble.
I'm in trouble. All right, take over.
Take over what? I can't see your chat. I can only see my chat, so I don't know how that's gonna work. Okay, I wanted to go down. I can't believe he took that theory from me, and he's gone. I know. I can't believe Big 12. I think you know what it is, and either side, whoever can hear me on both sides of the chat, promoting the show is a lot of work. And when you have 2 or 3 people who are vindictive and petty, and this is for educational purposes only, they will flag. And what happens is it takes you out of the algorithm. So even if you have your alerts set up like I do for certain people, if they've been flagged so many times, I don't get I don't get those alerts anymore. And that's what's happening. And so 2 very interesting people who have their own thoughts and opinions, lost out on something, and they needed someone to blame. And unfortunately, that was Oz. And they even sent me some hateful, awful things, but I don't care because life is life and people are going to like you or they don't. I pay it no mind. But when you have a show like Oz does, and he puts all that work into it, and they put him in a shadow banana, again, for educational purposes only, If you, every time they go and they seriously, it's an everyday thing. Report. Somebody's reporting all of his stuff all the time, reporting the live, reporting everything. So what happens is you get pulled further and further out of the algorithm. So it helps so much when you share the show, when you like the show, and all those different things, because some people are just, and some people are just the way they are, and it is what it is, and we try to block and moderate the best we can, but they create, like, the level of petty that how many accounts they've created is wild, just to be a hater. Like, it is so funny to me. I'm like, dude, like, I don't even have that kind of energy. Like, I want you to step on a Lego, but that's about as far as it goes. He's doing, and he's not doing unoriginal content. This is his own. These are his own thoughts and opinion. And now he's exactly. It's crime for, he did the crime, now he gets the time when there was no crime. It's like, I thought you were innocent until proven guilty, which we know doesn't work in the United States. But for educational purposes only, and which is why I say those things constantly. This is not financial advice. This is, for entertainment purposes, educational purposes. And the reason is, I know, can't say that either. Educational purposes, don't talk to dolphins. It is illegal. Already. And that, I think, as the new rules come up, and I don't know on the other side who's listening, you need to be careful what you do. The laws are getting, the rules for I Love TikTok Shop are getting much more difficult in the beginning of September, and they're starting to implement them now. And the further and further along that goes, the more you will get restricted. And you are going to have to be very careful what you say before and after you say them. Like, and this is why I'm saying, like, say, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is for, sharing. Like, there's a one that's, sharing positivity. This is about educational. This is not financial advice. Please remember to use those things. They will pull it. So, like, it does make me upset that now a platform that used to be so, where everything went, you could think whatever you want, posted whatever you want. Oh, did it? Josh? Okay, so that, I can't say that word. I got banned the other day for saying it, or bananaed, sorry. We Love TikTok Shop, F1, in the chat. I can't say that because the last time I did, I was bananaed. I'm not allowed to say anything about those two countries at all. That's how bad it is. They pulled me right off. And that's what I mean by censored. You can't talk about certain wars. You can't talk about certain countries. You can't talk about certain genocides, because if you do, they don't want that on the system. And it's not getting better. I'm sure you guys saw the weird, I don't know how you say it, if everyone got that message about how changes in September, everything is going to be off limits. It's not, TT is not cool anymore. Used to be the place you can go say anything you want, and now it's just not that. Everything, people can do whatever they want, say whatever hateful things they want, report whatever they want with zero consequences, but the person who pays for those consequences are the people they're falsely reporting.
Right. I think I'm going to move to X or somewhere else. Because, man, this is ridiculous. What it was when I first started this in like January, February, it's nothing like it was. And you just can't. How are we supposed to function? How are we supposed to do this? So if you're not following, if you're not following me on X, make sure you do, because one day I might just disappear and you won't know where to find me. And we are streaming on YouTube as well, but that show's dead. There's 2 people watching there. There's 2 people watching on YouTube. There's 1 person watching on Twitch, and then there's now only 20 people watching on TikTok. We used to have like 300 plus viewers every day, and it was just me with the Nintendo Switch I didn't even have all this stuff. And I was like, wow, we're really doing something here. And so I like invested into doing all of this. And man, I feel like, wow, what a waste of money. I mean, I helped you guys, but like, what am I doing here? Oz, you can live on X while you're live on everything else. Yes, I know this. I just haven't set it up yet. I just got my blue check on X yesterday.
Okay, so this is a good point, and I think you need to take this into consideration as well, because I think we were trying to tell you that, and you kind of had that suspicion. Just as the crypto market is diluted, the social media market is diluted on too many platforms. So what's happening is that, you know, you have the market's not doing anything, and, you know, and now that everything's diversified from X and YouTube and TikTok and all the other, and Twitch and all the other places, it's gonna get spread out, you know, like rain doesn't hit the same spot.
And it was all centralized here on TikTok just a few months ago, and then they just screwed it all up with the US coming in and taking control of it and messing with the algorithm.
Yeah, and it says we don't know where to go, we are lazy. And that's partially true. It's like, all right, what's the easiest place for me to go get that information? So, of course, it's going to be spread out, because if you add everything together, you have the right amount of people, but it's all spread out everywhere.
And that's why I like Twitch, but I don't like the commercials. Everyone complains about the commercials. But X...
Me, I complain.
X, you can say whatever you want. No commercials. I think that's the place to go. You know, I've been trying out new platforms to see what's going to work. And I don't know. This can't continue. Jfinity, thank you for the Let 'em Cooks. It can't continue. Something's going to give, and like they're driving away good creators. What are we supposed to do? Like I'm up to my ears in appeals and paperwork every live. Like, why am I
But it's
here?
not just you. It's not just you. I've seen other creators that had 80, 90 people and like 4 people on their panel. And now they've got like good creators on their panel, and they're barely able to keep 30 people. And these are all like people that I follow, like whether they're in a panel or not. And it's not just, I don't think it's as personal as you think it is, but I think there needs to be a line drawn where, you know, maybe it's time to move to a different platform, or just see where this goes in the next month or so. And we're going to know more by September how,
right. I'm giving it till,
for educational purposes, how centered we are.
I'm giving it till October, basically. And if they don't get their act together, we're going to walk away from TikTok completely. I've threatened it so many times. TikTok seller, thank you for the galaxy. Uh-oh.
Oh, that was so sweet.
We've made $6.66. It's 666. You gotta send something else. You gotta get rid of that number. That's bad luck. Somebody...
I know.
Somebody send
more apps, more
penny.
passwords. It said, "Oh no, I would miss you, Oz," on this side of the stream, just so you know.
Well, I wouldn't stop going live. I would just be elsewhere. You got to get off.
People stick to what they're familiar with. That's never going to happen. People stick to what they're familiar with.
Kodak, Danny Gibson, thank you for the gifts. There's no more 666. You guys don't have to send gifts unless you want to. I appreciate it. 666 is a bad luck number.
Order 66.
Yeah. So
that one's fun.
My main thing is that I'm not going to stop doing this show. But you guys are going to have to leave TikTok, because I can't do it anymore. I can't. So if you want the TA, you're going to have to come elsewhere. At least come to my Discord. You know, because I can't deal with this anymore. What am I supposed to do? They're driving me out of here. Kodak says, lead and we shall follow. I think that's my sign right there. You guys know what's good. You guys know that I'm doing a good thing here. And I know those of you that have been here for a long time. Danny says, just tell us where and start over. I think that's what we're going to do. I think I tried Twitch and we're not getting any new viewership on Twitch, but I'll tell you what, the X is starting to take off quickly. And there are big names that are following me on X already, and they're promoting me. So I feel like we're going to be moving to X. I'm going to give it a few more weeks here. I feel bad, like I'm letting down Eve, but you know, as a creator, like I can't deal with it anymore. It's so much paperwork. It's just appeal after appeal. Did my appeal still pending? It didn't get rejected yet, but it's just like we were just like getting into the algorithm and just starting to get going, and then boom, roadblock. Every live. There hasn't been a live in months where it's just been smooth sailing. It's been months.
That's actually sad but true. I don't think people realize that. Like, that's real. Every single one. You're not leaving. Don't make me come to Cali.
It's not that I'm leaving.
You have a lot of people that... No, but you have a lot of people that love you over here. And they're just like, you know, they don't want you to leave. And I get that. We just might have to shift platforms because... And I feel like... I know no one wants to hear this. Yeah, it's every week minimum, but I don't think people want to hear this. When all those rules go into September, you're probably not going to want to be here either. Because even though I do not care for Mr. Musk, Twitter is a free-for-all. You can do whatever you want over there. No one cares.
And there's
Not
a lot of
one
moon
person.
cheesers I think we could reach there. I think we could help a lot of new people. You know?
Yeah, you believe that.
And look at Josh. Look at what we did for Josh. And
he did for us. You know, he
Yeah.
taught us some stuff. We taught him some stuff.
But Josh is just growing his portfolio exponentially now. Mar
We might
Lopez
have to do
says
a test run.
X is good, but you are exposed to such negative content and visuals, it's bad energy. I agree. And that's what I'm hoping is maybe we can bring something positive to a negative space. You know, maybe we'll stick out more because of it. We did here. We stuck out because we spoke out. So we'll have to see. I'm going to talk with Jesse about it, and we'll see. Maybe we need to give X a little trial run. And
That's what I'm thinking.
because with the letter that I got from TikTok of the new rules that are coming, I only see it getting worse. I don't see it getting any better. It's just not. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why? I feel like we're wasting energy and resources in the wrong place. So hopefully you guys come with, you know, whoever doesn't. The problem is I have to. Not everybody's in the live every day, right? And if I put out a post that says, "Hey, we're going to be on X," then, you know, TikTok suppresses it. So I'm not sure.
We'll give it the next month. Give it until September.
That's what I'm
saying.
That's what I'm saying. So
We give it till September and give everyone the opportunity.
TikTok seller says your Twitter looks fire. Yeah, my Twitter's like days old and it's already like taking off. Like I've got hundreds. I'm getting more likes on my videos there than I'm getting on TikTok. I'm getting more likes than I'm getting views on TikTok. So it's like, what am I doing here? So I think we're going to do that. We'll take some time and give you guys a chance to adjust. But I think we're going to start focusing on the X. And what I've noticed is that in the space, the crypto space, everyone is using X. That's where everyone's at. Can you
That's my whole
TA
problem
link
with
and
it, though.
arrow? I got you, brother.
While you're doing that, that is my problem with X is going to be your success with it. Is anybody can say whatever they want. Anyone can use fake news. Anyone can just post statistics that aren't real. Yeah, and you are creating a positive change, and that's what it says on this side. Just so you know,
I know
that it is hard. Nothing ever good came easy. It just doesn't work that way.
Chainlink looks bullish as hell. Look at that. It got that double bottom. It's just going, okay? There is a fair value gap down here at 20 cents, but I don't think it does it. I think it's going to keep going. Now we did have a bit of rejection up here, but we got our doji. I'm seeing a wick on the bottom, not on the top. I think it still wants to go. Let's see here. Yeah, we had like an ascending channel. It broke down. I think it wants to keep going. It's kind of like a double top thing, but no, I don't think so. I think this one's still bullish. I think Chainlink's got more move in it. All right, what was the other one? Arrow. Aerodrome Finance. Mother Dragons, thank you so much. Chat, if you're a subscriber, everybody put a Killdozer flag in the chat. Don't make me do unreasonable things. Put the Killdozer in the chat. Don't make me do it, because that's what TikTok's making me do. You guys know which one I'm talking about. It's the Gadsden flag, but it's the Killdozer on it. You guys know that story? Jesse.
It's a documentary. The guy pretty much has enough of everybody, and he secretly buys a tank, fixes it, makes this thing crazy, like there's a bulldozer in front of it. Like, you can't take it down. There's nothing you can do. He's mad at everybody in this town, and so he just starts wrecking every single building he comes across, and they can't stop him. There's no bullets. They're not equipped to stop a freaking bulldozer tank. And if you can watch, I think the documentary is on Max or HBO, because apparently we call it Max now. And it's one of the funniest things. Like, I know, like, it was dangerous. People were fine. It's really funny, because this guy just had enough of all of it. He lost his job. He lost his family. He lost his house. He was done.
Yeah, the city council wouldn't let him, do things for his business, but they would let these other businesses do whatever they want, and they basically pushed him out and bullied him. That's what's happening here, is we're being pushed out and bullied. On the 1 hour, Arrow is a double bottom forming right now, so it should pump up. If it gets rejected at 146 to 150, it could continue on back downward and possibly form like a diamond top or something. But this also looks like a liquidity sweep where maybe they're triggering stop losses. So it could continue up still from here. I'm still leaning bullish. Yes, Pudgy Penguins. I got my little Pudgy Penguin right here. Check it out. I'll look at Ada for you, brother. Hey, Josh is actually a subscriber now. Wouldn't you know it? Josh is a subscriber. Check out the Pudgy Penguin. I love my Pudgy Penguins now. I was like kind of like meh, whatever, and then like I realized something. Marketing, baby. Marketing is huge. All right, let's look at Cardano. Josh says, tell Cardano to send me a bottle. I'll shill too.
I feel like he would. I really do.
It just tastes better in this bottle. You know which one I really like though is my Midnight one. Midnight spared no expense. I got my little Midnight on my Pudgy Penguin right here. Cardano. I have to say that everything looks funky right now. It is hard to say what's going on, but I feel bullish. I feel bullish, okay? Like, and we know how everything moves together, okay? Some are clearly bullish and some are just like, eh. I think we're moving into alt season. And you know, I don't normally say, oh, DCA, but like this is one of those times where I'm like, maybe DCA. Buy. If it drops a little bit more, buy some more. Because I think things are about to go parabolic. Okay, not face melting parabolic, but I think we're gonna see something. I don't know. ADA kind of looks like a bull flag here, yo. Cardano, the bull flag. That looks like a bull flag to me. Or, excuse me, a pennant. A bull pennant. Excuse me. I'm teaching a TA class. I gotta call them the right name. Excuse me, chat. Can Pudgy reach 9 cents? I mean, if enough people buy it, yeah. That is a good question though. Let's look at Pudgy one.
I mean, penguin is in the name. I mean,
I
and
think
it's
penguins are
pudgy,
neat.
like a pudgy penguin. They're cute. They have little tuxedos, and the women leave the eggs with the males, and then they never have to take care of them again. Like, how awesome is that?
Let me tell
I'm
you
just
something.
saying.
So there's a thing with penguins is once they find a mate, they never leave
forever.
their mate, and it's forever, right? And so like once you get into penguins, it's forever, right? Can penguin
They're really cute.
reach 9 cents? That is a stretch, buddy, but it's definitely possible. But maybe in meme coin season. Francesca says, I'll shill. Yeah, I'm monetized on X. It takes a year. I'm not going to make any money on X. So here's the thing is if we move to X, like we're not going to make any revenue. At least I made like $7 here. If I move to X, I'm not going to get anything. That's the problem. Is it's nice to have some kind of something coming in because the overhead for this show is just ridiculous. So I don't know. If we're not making any money and we're not signing any affiliates, we're done. The show's over.
Yeah. And this might be my last week, so, you know, I can't take off, I can't take people's food off their table, especially the people that work here. So I'm going to try my best. The next couple of days I have some stuff to do, but yeah, I mean, this is just where we are, and that's okay. We tried down a journey, and I tried something new, and I've had a lot of fun, and I've met a lot of awesome people, and I'll be in and out of TikTok, but yeah, this is probably going to be my last week, and but I do appreciate everybody.
It's just become unsustainable. I was hoping to sign an affiliate contract. It looks like that's not going to happen. So TikTok killed a good creator. We're going to give it one more go on X. And if that doesn't do it, then c'est la vie. Because I've just invested in so much into this. I can't continue. I have literally bled my bags dry. And on that note, let's call it a night.
I think so too.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Go follow me on X. Come join the Discord, so that way you can find me.
Discord's a lot of fun.
The Discord is a lot of fun, and you know what? I'll be hanging out in the Discord after this. If you guys want to come over there and laugh and have a good time, I'll be on there for a little bit. Hey,
bye, guys.
Zane, much respect to you too. The Discord link is in my bio. I believe the X link is in my bio. If it's not, I will have the IT guy fix that. But you can find me on all platforms, Oz the Crypto Goat. So, yeah, we're probably going to be leaving this platform. So if you enjoy this content and you want to be a part of the community, come find me, because we can't keep doing this. And we'll see. We're at 200K likes, which is crazy, and only 16 people watching. Thank you guys for the taps and the gifts and everything you guys do. Much appreciated to you guys. I appreciate you all very much. Mother Dragons, thank you very much. Have a good night, everyone. Make sure you come find me on X, okay? Because that's where we're going to be. We're going to give it one more go. Give it one more shot. And hopefully it works out. Bye, guys.